So, right, I'm sharing. So can you hear me first of all? Can you hear me, everyone? Please let me know if you have any problem, okay? Right? Right. So what we will do is today we will introduce ethics. So I hope so you're new students, right? Can you hear everyone? Please let me know. Message in the message. So this is new for yeah, okay. Yeah. 1 minute, please give me some time. Yes, good. So you all can hear, right? Okay, fine. Right. So now is everything is perfect. So we'll start our class. So how far? Okay, a lot of disturbances. 1 minute. Let me have headset. Okay, just give me 2 minutes. I'll just wear a headset. Right. So how you people are doing, and I don't know how many classes has got over for you, how many subjects you have come across. Might be you have got introduced to all subject. Yes, yes. 1 minute. Give me some time. So I hope now it is okay. Now is it clear? Okay. Every subject 70% is got complete. Yeah, fine then. So as one of your friend has given that 70% of the subject has been covered. So how far you have got covered? How far you have studied your subject? How much knowledge you have gained in this period? That is much important. Okay. How many subjects so far has got completed doesn't matter at all. How many you got it? That matters much. So I hope so you might have all got a clear-cut understanding about the subject, because the all the faculties has been explaining very nicely the subjects and the topics, which is very much essential for your attending for your mains as well as your prelims, because as you know, when you're preparing for your mains, you're automatically getting ready for your prelims too, right? There is no separate preparation, especially for your mains as well as for your prelims. We cannot bifurcate both of them, as they are like twins, we can say. And this is our first class, so we need not go in deep into the subject. I'll be just introducing ethics for you, because you have to be comfortable with me first of all, right? So I'll be handling ethics. That is a paper 4 for you. And this subject has only 7 units, but we cannot. Yes, good morning, Ashwani Kumar. Okay, good. So good morning. Right. So this subject, it looks very small. It as such, it is small only, and is very easy to handle also, if you have a very proper guidance. Yes. Good morning, everyone. So, my dear students, see, I have given the syllabus here. I thought I'll be first analyzing the question paper for you, but unless until we are very much known about the syllabus, then only we can take the old question papers in hand, so that we can understand the words which is given in the question paper and where it is falling, which unit it is coming under. Okay. So, as many of the teachers has already started their classes, and as you say, the 70% of the session has already got over. Definitely you would have known that, when you're preparing for your UPSC, you should always have your syllabus as well as your old question paper with you, because this is the what we can say, it's a background, like you should always carry with you wherever you go. As such, every students do. Even if you're asking to your seniors, they also say the same they give the same guidance for you, right? You should be very much thorough with your syllabus as well as your old question paper, because then only you can know how the UPSC pattern is evolving. Because as you might have heard, because you already have stepped into the UPSC room, so you will definitely know that the question paper, old question papers talks much than a teacher, frankly to say, because this old question paper teaches a lot to you. It says how the UPSC pattern is evolving, right? So it might be new for evolving. What is that? And ethics is very new subject. It's like a baby in front of every other subjects, like geography you take, history you take, polity if you take. Every subject has been a great grandfather for ethics, because ethics has been introduced only in 2013, right? As a no separate paper you are having in your UPSC. So when you take the old question paper, you can see ethics pattern is keep on changing. There is no specific pattern you can say mention that okay, the ethics paper will be like this one. You cannot say like that. But last 3 years, they have come to a conclusion and have been fixed a certain pattern for your ethics paper, right? So we'll keep all this to a side, and now we will see how our ethics paper questions are appearing in exams, right? For the old, if you take the old question papers, you can see starting from 2013 to 2019, the pattern is keep on changing. Even the marks allotted to the questions, even the number of questions which are appearing in the paper. If you have the old question paper, you can take it, because this is a one request I make to my students. Now we cannot order the students, right? We can request them that do this and that, so it will help you in your preparation. So if you have this is one gentle request I make to my students in every batch, every classes, every academies I go. What I do is that please carry your old question paper with you. Ethics papers now starting from 2013 you can have, because there are not much papers to have to carry with you, and also the syllabus, right? So if you see starting from no, since you are beginners, I'll start from the beginning only. Mains paper, as you know, it has essay paper as paper 1, and then the GS4 papers as paper 2, 3, 4, 5, and the fifth paper, which is GS4, is our ethics paper, right? So ethics paper is having 250 marks as can it be a safer zone as compared to other mains? Yeah, it's very safe. No, you cannot say it's safe zone. It's easy also, because this is a scoring subject. This is a scoring paper, you can say, right? Now I'll discuss about the paper. You'll understand better, right, Seema? See, it is having 250 marks. What so far your seniors have done mistakes is that what they do is that they always go and attend only the case study classes. There are certain specific classes which are given as a crash course for case studies, right? But if you take your old question paper, you all are here, so you can take and see. There are 250 marks per your paper, and there are two sections in one paper, right? Section A and section B. As for ethics, this sections are properly splitted. Like section A will have theoretical part, theoretical questions. You have to answer in a theory manner, and section B has your case study. So far, I'm saying. But initially, when I started teaching about ethics, I have foreseen that ethics definitely they will collude with each section. That section A also might have some case study pattern of questions. Section B also might have some theoretical type of question. And this was very well proved in 2019, because I used to say to my old students that children's, you have to be very much understandable about the theoretical part and the terms which are mentioned in theoretical part, because these are going to lay the foundation for your ethics paper. Once you're done with your theoretical part, you will know how you have to attend a case study. You will know. You have your own idea. You develop your own idea. I can just guide you. Okay, this is how you have to attend your case study. Then creativity has to flow from you. I cannot make you creative, right? I can make you to think creatively. Creativity have to flow from you. So once creativity comes, innovation, there comes marks. UPSC is attracted towards innovation and creativity, the way you present your answers, the way you make it show up, the way you enrich it. attracts the UPSC people, and they give maximum marks for your answers. So what they do here, seniors has always been focusing on case study. They say, no, madam, case study is equally, they give 120 marks for case study and 130 marks for theory part, or 120 marks for theory part and 130 marks for case study. So it's better we will do like, we attend the case studies. Why I have to study so much, 7 units are there and I cannot understand a single word, how I'll try to read it. So these and all, I heard through the students, the opinions. Then I thought, okay, it's not the fault of the student, it's the fault of the teacher who teaches the subject, right? So we can make it very easy so that the theoretical part will be attracted. So it will look attractive and the students start studying automatically. So this is our class, this is our highlight of our class. Theoretical part I'm going to make you learn through smart techniques. What are those smart techniques? How you can make it learn smartly, how you can make it learn easily. How that is, there comes flow charts, diagrams, stories. Okay, so with this we will understand the meaning of each and every topic which is there starting from unit 1 to unit 7. With the help of this only you can enrich your case study. Do you understand? Section B can be enriched only with the help of section A. You cannot just separate section A from section B and cannot say, I very well know how to attend the case study. Why I have to give importance for this paper 4? I can spend this time in some other papers. Don't do this. This is a very big mistake you are making. Because ethics is a scoring subject comparative to other subject, as one of your friend has asked, because it has a very huge vast theoretical part, but ethics is not like that. Well, there are only few topics, that is few terms that which we say as keywords that you have to understand. I hope I can write here. So this WebNX is new in a career. Last time they did not give this. 1 minute. I'll try writing here. Okay. Okay. So 1 minute, give me some time. I'll select the pen because it's very big, broad. Okay. So we'll be used to it as time goes by. So what happens? I was saying, let me take a new slide that will be better for you. Okay, so see here, again we have to go for annotation. Okay, so which I said was keywords. Okay, this is what we call the crux of the subject, keywords, right? So what is it? Every subject, even your including your optional subject, as we said, mains has 5 papers plus optional papers and others are qualifying papers, paper A and paper B. So your optional paper also plays one note. Good, thank you. So your optional papers, 1 minute, I'll change the headset also. Okay. So can you hear me now? Good morning. Can you hear me? Yeah, good. So now what happens? See here, keywords. What is this? Keywords. Good. Starting from paper 1, we can say essay. Essay also we can give some keywords because it's like giving sugar to ants. Automatically they come towards. that. So when you're writing, mentioning these keywords in your paper, automatically the UPSC examiner who knows evaluating your paper will get attracted automatically. It puts smile in his face, the way when he is going to evaluate, he sees, oh, this child is very much knowledgeable. He understands the subject very well. He's trying to use the keywords in the specific questions. So what are these keywords? Keywords are that unique words which belong to that particular subject. Take psychology. Psychology has certain keywords like motivation is there, leadership is there. Okay. Value systems belong to ethics. Ethics has certain keywords like deontological ethics, teleological ethics. Like this keywords belongs to that particular subject. History has certain keywords. That has to be mentioned there in order to secure more marks. Okay, in order to secure more than others, that is very much essential. So this keywords is very much important when you are studying a particular subject. That is why I always advise my students, whenever you're writing, taking down notes, I like to mention here, our classes will be both combined, right? I'll also give some PPT here. You can see, I'll also forward some notes. I will also dictate, I will also speak something in the classes that you have to write as you have to take as a written notes. That is very much important for you, because this is a very good habit which has to be imbibed in the students, that taking running notes, it's very useful for you. Even if you become an IAS officer or IPS or IFS, this helps you in your work also. So what you have to do is that you have to listen very carefully to each and every word in the classes, and then try to take notes. You keep on note. It's better to write always. Okay, it's better, I'm saying, but you can also use some technologies. Now technologies, IT is playing a great role, so you can do that also, but you have to take running notes in classes, because some words will not be there in your notes, which I am going to forward, which is very much specifically designed for you in order to attend your papers. So where we left? So we are discussing about the paper, starting from paper 1 to paper 5. 1 to 5, 6, 7. Even your optional paper, keywords plays a major role. So even your optional subjects, whatever subjects you're going to take, you'll find a lot of words there. Okay, which is very unique to your subject, that you have to. That's why I always advise my students, whenever you're taking a running notes, what you do is that you just give a small separate column in each and every paper, so that whenever we are discussing, you can mention that keyword separately, and then whenever you're seeing that keyword again and again, what happens, it automatically gets into your mind, and then you can use it everywhere. Even in your essay paper you can use it, even in your paper 2 you can use it. Okay, GS paper 2, when you're, even if you're a psychology student, even if you're a philosophy student, even if you're a public administration students, these words will help you. Okay, because ethics is a combination of all, as all of you know, like philosophy, if you take, psychology you can take, even administration you can take. So this all plays a major role, and like a mixed one is called as ethics, we can say like that. So now, if you see, we were discussing about our paper, right? So as I said, ethics has two sections. Ethics paper has two sections, section A and section B, two sections. In this section A has the theoretical question. Majority of the questions, if you say most of all, you have to write as answers only, theory only. So theoretical questions is there. And section B, if you say take, it has a case study type of questions. Okay, so they will describe some incidents, some problems, some administrative problems which is occurring in the day-to-day life of the administration, and they will ask some solutions to you, because this examiner, that is the UPSC, has to check the integrity of the students and the way they are answering, solving the problems, because problem solving is very much needed, need of the hour. What they did is that the UPSC aspirants, they will mug up all the subjects, right, as you do in the classes. Then they go and sit in the chair, and what happens there? They become very much stress. They don't know how to manage the stress, because it's the era now we are talking about EQ also. Apart from IQ, we are talking about EQ. And everywhere, starting from railways, now they are sending the employees for EQ training, emotional quotient, you can call. then automatically next they will evolve to personality quotient. Okay, that also will see what is that. So what happens, they said only knowledge is not the need of the heart. You also need how the way you have to control the stress, how you the way you manage the stress, how the way you manage your emotions, and also then only you can take a good solution for your problem. That is what UPSC is also starting from a preliminary paper. That is why I'm saying when you are studying ethics, you will just try to, I cannot do everything because I'm not a psychologist here. I'm just talking in spite of ethics. So I'll just try to help you how you can manage your stress, how you can overcome your stress in order to attempt your preliminary paper. If you can see most of your even your seniors, they will study 1 year, they will prepare, but when the exam comes, they does not go and attend the exams. If you ask the reason, if they're very close with you, they might sometime reveal that they are very much fearful that they are not able to control the emotion, they cannot go and sit in the exam hall. What is that? Why they are sorry, I hope so. Akansha Rai has some problem. Please, management, take care of that. Please look into that child's problem. She is mentioning that she is not able to get connected, right? Please take care of that. So this is a problem which each and everyone, I'm not saying it's wrong. You're not fit for UPSC. You are definitely, then you're fit for UPSC. You are the one who has to go into the service, because every big step requires you have to take every small step in order to reach a big step. You can say like that. From that, you have a lot to go. So what happens is stress is a problem. So starting from a preliminary paper, then attending all the mains paper also, you face the same problem. Whenever you sit in your examination hall, so that limited time which they give for you, you have to attempt all the questions also. At the same time, you have to, your mind is keeps on thinking whether this is right or wrong, whether the way I'm answering is right, and whether I will get marks or I will not marks, and how much I'm going to, how my friend is doing. My parents will ask, your brothers are doing good, your friend is doing good, what happened to you? And I don't know why I'm like this. I can't understand the question at all. What UPSC is asking, that's it. The way the moment you panic, you will not be able to attempt your other questions also. You will not able to attempt to clear the even the preliminary stage. There are a lot of seniors who has a lot of knowledge, but they are not able to cross the prelims even. What is the reason? This is the reason. So that is why they said, okay, chalo, now only IQ is not enough, not sufficient. Go for EQ training also. Same way, I'm also saying the UPSC aspirants also has to undergo all these things in order to cross each and every level safely. As one of your friend has said, whether it's a safe zone to attempt ethics, it's very safe if you start studying ethics wholeheartedly. Definitely, you can overcome your fear. You can gain more confidence. You can be more positive. You can get more positive energy, and you can also get big confidence in order to face all the other papers also, history also, geography also, environment also, everything. Okay. So if you see here, section A and section B, this I'll give classification in the classes. Once we start our regular classes, I will try to give classification. So, right. So if you see section A, but simply I can just today I can say that section A and section B are equally divided. 250 marks, 130 marks for section A, 120 marks for section B. If section A has 120 marks, then section B will have 130 marks. Okay, like this they have splitted equally. But initially in 2013, what they did, 125 marks for both the section equally. Okay, you have 125, section B, you also have 125 marks. But later they tried to allot 130 marks for section A and 120 marks for section B. So how many questions are appearing? If you see till 2000, starting from 2013, we cannot take into consideration at all, because it was, no, we can say this question paper is splitted into like a dog biting a man. The question paper is splitted into several questions. You cannot understand at all why the UPSC has splitted this much question, 2.5 marks, 5 marks, 10 marks, 20 marks. Why? But after that, 8 questions. They thought section A will carry 8 questions and section B will carry 6 questions. Okay, all right. Okay, so what happened? Yes. So now last 3 years, starting from 2019, 18, 17, if you take the question paper, the pattern is more or less it's similar. 6 questions, section A, 6 questions, section B. And if you see, there will be 20 mark questions, 5 20-mark question, 1 30-mark question they will ask in the theoretical part, and in the case study part they are asking 6 20-mark case studies there. That's it, over. So they have kept it very simple, and we are expecting that it will continue. Okay, the pattern will be as such. So if you take your old question paper, you can see even 2019 paper you can take and see the pattern will be like this. The first 5 questions will be 20-mark question, A, B, 1 A, B, 2 A, B, 3 A, B, 10 mark. And sixth question will be 30-mark question, 3 question, A, B, C. And then if you go for the case study, it will be 6 20-mark case studies they will give. So this is how it's so simple, kept so simple, you can say. And still now, even everybody is fearful that how it will get evolved. UPSC paper, that is your ethics paper, how it is going to get evolved. And as you know, now previously 5 years once the pattern gets changed, UPSC pattern will get changed 5 years once, right? They will change the pattern of asking the question. Nowadays, it's 3 years once they're trying to change the pattern. Even in your preliminary, you might have seen that. Okay, preliminary patterns also varies, right? Same way, your ethics paper is also always it is in the confused stage. You can say it's baffling, so it's not settled so far. But we are expecting to be settled in this pattern only. It's always safer zone to see all the old UPSC question and trying to prepare your mind accordingly also. Okay, so that's the advice I give to the students. Now we'll go into the question paper. So before going into the syllabus, so I'm not going to analyze the old question paper today because the subject is so very new to you. So you don't even understand a single word from the question paper. So what we will do is we'll discuss the syllabus today. What are the topics are there, how we are going to take forward all those topics, and then we'll go and analyze the old question paper, and then we'll also start our topics progress towards the topics towards each and every unit, right? So if you see, first your question might be why this ethics was introduced in this UPSC exams. Previously it was not there. Why they introduced ethics? As you know, the crimes and scams and scandals keeps on increasing. So before independence also it was there, even in the colonial period. After independence also it got enlarged. As you also might have studied your paper 2, that is governance also you might have studied. How LPG era came evolved, and then how now the government is just steering. Okay, so they are guiding, and it's like now how the PPP mode has been introduced now. So as the government is evolving, the pattern of government is evolving, same way, the administrative role is also keep on expanding, right? Previously, administrative role is also get expanding, right? Previously, if you see, you can say the government acts as the police state, complete control of the state was there. No, they just try to collect revenue. Collection was the main income of the government, revenue collection and law and order. So the administrator, who is just a pillar of the government, what did they collected the revenue from the people. They gave protection, that is law and order, police state. It was like a police state. Then slowly it started evolved, and LPG era came. Then they said welfare state is better. Why we go for police state, welfare state? Yes, good. Ayush Kumar has mentioned all these things here. Okay. Ayush, dear, see, you mentioned 6 questions for 20 mark, 5 questions for 20 mark, and 1 question is for 30 mark. Okay, 30 mark. 130 mark for section A. 120, there is some lagging, gap is there. 140 mark, 240 marks is not the 250 marks. Question paper has 250 marks. I hope I cannot see fully. Might be I can expand it. I think he might have given correctly. No. He has mentioned that he has left one thing. Okay, correct it. So if you see, these and all you'll learn. You'll study in your when you are introduced into the subject. But initially, I'm saying just for your understanding in polity in governance area. Definitely you would have undergone this. Governance, good governance is a topic for you. In that you will definitely study about this. So the police state, even in history you might have seen that colonial period, how they treated the administrators are like just a pillar of the government. So they use the administrator in order to collect the taxes from the people and all. Over the period, they after independence, they thought the administration, the government should be a welfare state. It should not be a police state. So it should give welfare activities also. Should be taken over by the government. No social sector schemes has to be given by the government. So who is going to administer all these things? Automatically, you as administrator will be there administrating all those policies. Controlling everything. Development of your district. Everything is in your hands. And now LPG era, privatization also came here. Liberalization, privatization, globalization. As the world opens, as India opens the gates to the world, and as the world also embraced India, we can call like that. What happens automatically? The mentality of India started changing, even though it can be, they might say it is a conditional changing or unconditional changing. This and all you study in your economy, conditional changing. It's claimed as in the rule book of World Bank and all. Even though we say all these things, India started to adapt according to the changing environment. And then they said, okay, let the private player also come and play its role. The state cannot always do a motherly activity. Now the state will do a fatherly activity. How a mother always try to protect the child. Come on, child. No, you are still young. Okay. No, as a mother, I am very much worried. I am very much worried. My heart is aching. I will decide everything. But father, if you see, I'm generally saying, I cannot say is good. Ayush. So I'm not generalizing everything. I'm not justifying and I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying it's like in most common houses, it's the way the parents treat the children. So what happens? The father he always try to help the children, guide the children. Even when he's trying to teach you vehicles, two-wheeler or four-wheeler, what the father will do? He'll say, "Son, trust me, I am back of you. You just go. I know how you will drive. When you are losing your balance, I am there to support you." Same way, now India is also saying, okay, private players, okay, come on, you come and play your role. You come and take all those sectors, except 2-3 sectors. Every sectors, okay, has been given to the private players. Road, everything, even transport. So what they do? Okay, dear son, come here. Private players are like sons to them. So they say, come and take this. You just play your role. If you're losing the balance, I am here. Don't worry. I will take care of my children. My children means not the private player, not the industrialist. I'm saying about the citizens of India. If it is that, then that's the other case. If the government is going to take care of the industrialist, the private players, that's a different case. But now they said, don't worry that you'll fell down and you're going to harm others. I'm going to protect others. Don't worry. If there is some problem, I am here to take care of it. Now the state's role has been expanded. You cannot say the state has shrinked its role, closed its wing. The state has expanded its wings more. No, and now the state has to give freedom also. At the same time, it has to be ensure the safety of the citizens also. Now its role has increased enormously. And same way, the administrator's role has also increased. Okay. Responsibility, we can call the state's responsibility has been increased. Same way, the administrator's responsibility has also increased. So as I said, when the state is evolving from police to welfare state, welfare to the welfare providing state to guiding welfare state, we can say, right? What happens? Scams, scandals, frauds also starts evolving, also expanded in an enormous way. We cannot say there are no frauds at all in India in ancient period. Even starting from ancient period, there was a lot number of problems. Even Kautilya in his Arthashastra has also mentioned about 40 types of corruption, 40 ways an administrator can corrupt a state, 40 ways a minister can corrupt his own state, right? Have 40 ways the administrator can corrupt his own district. So this is there are n number of ways. Every day they are inventing a new method in order to corrupt the citizens, new way. So what happened? It was also increasing in enormous way. Now the government was thinking, how can we control all these things? Okay, let us sow the seeds of anti-corruption in the mind of young aspirants, young childrens. That is why in your, if you can see, when you're studying a school subject, you will have a small topic called as moral science. Have any of you studied that? Moral science will carry a number of stories in that, and then they will give moral of the story is you should be truthful. Okay, you should not cheat others. Like this, you will study there is some book. I hope you might have read, definitely. Non-detail, it is also mentioned as, yeah, very good. So they have read, it's very nice to hear that. So same way, you can also consider ethics. That is why ethics is also brought into UPSC, because they are also thinking in number of ways to control all these things. You can see starting from Santana committee, which was started in 1962 around. Your polity teacher might also thought about the Santana committee. For anti-corruption, it was formed. Okay, starting from him, and even in 1993, in an ORA committee. I can also mention, I can write here, because no, these committee names you can keep in mind. Okay, good. Definitely they will teach. You can see Santanam committee. This will come across in your polity. Santanam committee. Okay. I learned how to write, take some other things and what or something, because here I need to share the document. That's why I have taken this. Otherwise, I have taken a whiteboard. No problem. So Santanam committee. Same way, if you see N and Vohra committee. I can type also. Okay, fine. Then I'll do typing. I thought it's better that I write. 1 minute. Give me some time. We'll do typing then today. Okay. You can see here, NN. It is NN Vohra committee. Okay, this committee also, starting from Santanam committee, I'm saying Santanam committee 1962, which was mainly framed for the anti-corruption, and against corruption. So it was formed for anti-corruption. And NN Vohra committee 1992 around 93. So this committee also, particularly this committee was, is very good, Seema. I have done it. So yeah, whiteboard only. I think I cannot share whiteboard also at the same time, because this WebEx is new, because I'm using Zoom. Anyhow, give you some time. I'm already old, you know. It takes some time for me to understand all these things, right? So in an ORA committee, what it says that, criminalization, you can know this word and all these. I said the keywords. These are called keywords. This you can use in your paper 2 also, in your that is governance part, and you can also use in a essay paper. And if you are a public administration, definitely you should use this word, criminalization of politics. You might have heard this, of politics, and politicalization of crime. Right, this word is very important. So this ORA committee brought the nexus between nexus between um, I'm mentioning between like this, between the politicians. Okay, politicians, we can say bureaucrats, and criminals. So they said there are a lot number of criminals who are becoming a politician. You know very well, right? Criminals who's most of the politicians are having criminal records. Then even see the bureaucrats, what they are doing. Yes, these politicians are the masters of the bureaucrat. You can say political master. They are called as master, no? That is why they say the master servant relationship, but we cannot take it like that. So always they have to serve the political masters. What they do in meantime, so see, bureaucrats are the permanent job and politicians are not like that. But what happened? Always the bureaucrats, in order to increase the no money value or power value, they always get nexus with the politician and help the politician in order to have favor. Okay, so they are forming a nexus between the politician and the bureaucrat. If a politician is a criminal, automatically a nexus is formed between these two. And even the politician is having a proper nexus with the criminal in order to sustain his seat. Same time, a bureaucrat is also having a nexus. Automatically, all these three people are becoming, friends in order to corrupt the people, in order to corrupt the country. So this is what which is happening, and so also taken, given out by NN Ora committee also mentioned all these things. So all these things repeatedly started happening, and the same time, lot number of scandals, scams started increasing. The largest number, big fraud, 11,000 crores, bank fraud, this, that, everywhere fraud started appearing outside. So what happened now? The government thought, UPSC thought that it is better that we will introduce the subject called ethics, because apart from IQ, I already mentioned IQ, intelligence quotient. Harshad Mehta committee is there. Yeah, a number of committee will be studying in our ethics also in 7th unit, 6th unit also will be studying. No worries at all. Very good. So what happened? I'm mentioning about all these things. Yes. So what happened? Now they thought it's better we'll introduce the subject called ethics in order to lead the mind of the students. Don't think that it is just a subject. The UPSC is just studying your mind, reading your mind by the way you're answering your answers. So most of the students, they try to say that, so madam, what is there? Then I have to follow a specific pattern. I will answer accordingly. This is right? No, I'll behave like as if I'm the rightest person in the world. No, not at all. UPSC is not expecting. There is something very truthful in your mind, right? You have to express it, but don't say that I am a wrong person. Don, I'm a Don and I'll become an IAS officer and I'll do all those sort of things and then I'll help the people. I'm not and don't say I'm a Robin Hood type and all. I'll steal from the rich. I'll give. If you are saying like this, then the UPSC definitely will not take care of. So what I'm saying is that don't act as if you are the most rightest person in the world. At the same time, you cannot say I am a rogue and I am trying to become IAS. So you cannot mention like that also. So you have to be always think wisely and give your answer. When you're writing your answer, the support, everywhere if you take the question paper and see, they will always ask illustrate. That is with the examples you mentioned. Okay, if they are giving some questions, they are giving some, asking some topic, they always say illustrate with some examples. Too extreme is good. Right balance should be there always with you. Okay. Sometimes you have to think out of box. Sometimes you always should be within the safe and side, within the box only you have to give the answers based depending on the situation. That is why I'm coming to say here, ethics is always subjective in nature. We cannot say that this is the most right appropriate answer. This is only the right answer. This is wrong. We cannot mention like that. It varies from person to person. If there is, that is why you can see in your question paper, starting from 2013, now only recently they have not given that type of question, but at least one question appear in this manner. In case study, what they do is that they give option A, B, C, D. They will say, discuss all the positives and negative outcomes of each option and choose which option you're going to opt. In that, if you see only two options is viable, rest two are not possible at all. Okay, they will say, I will not act at all. As an IAS officer, you cannot say, I will not act, I will simply sit and watch the scene. You can never say that. You are there, you have to maintain the law and order in your district. You have to maintain peace in your district. Whenever some problem is happening, you should be there. You should take action. Okay, even if it is concerned with the eloping of the people, intercaste marriage has happened, there is some problem, like honor killing has happened in your district, then you are one who is responsible for that. You have to answer. If some people, if some children or some ladies, or some people has died due to hunger, it also happened in Chhattisgarh, some district. A child died due to hunger because she was rejected, rationing through PDS. Who is responsible? You as a district collector is responsible for the death of the child. Why a child has died due to hunger in your district? Because you are there who is as a developmental officer. Okay, so the way you answer has to be in a pleasing manner. It has to be pleased. No, when the examiner sees that, okay, he also thinks that it might be right. So this is subjective way of answering. Subjective means it varies from person to person. At the same time, based on the situation, your answer has to change. That is why I already told previously in the colonial era, administrators are like rule bound. Okay, there are certain proper rules. Still now, there is the same way. We are following the same pattern of administration only. You can go and check. Even if you are a public administration student, you will very well know that the colonial era impact is completely there. And still now we are looking into reforms only. Administrative Reforms Commission is there. No, for not even no. The major reforms has not been taken into the administration. Still now it is in the colonial setup only. Still now it is in the colonial mentality only. Now only we are removing the siren and all. Previously, siren was also there. Okay, so colonial mentality only the people are functioning. In that, rules are important. In colonial era, if you see, rules are very much important. That is why always they say rule book. The administrators are always rule book oriented. Now, UPSC is asking you to step out of the rules. Just think little bit out of the box also whenever a problem is occurring, because you are as a district collector responsible for that problem. You should know how you are going to solve that problem. That is why case study, they are always, not only case study, theoretical part also, they are always trying to read your mind, how you are thinking, which way you are thinking in order to solve the problem, whether you're thinking creatively, whether you're thinking innovatively, or always you're no bookworm. You're a bookworm. You have just read the answers of the seniors, or you're following a certain pattern and writing the answers. There comes extra marks for you. If you're thinking innovatively and creatively, I always develop this habit inside the mind of our students and your seniors. One who in the career launcher also, you can just hear how the way we have made them to think out of box and give the proper answers. They are standing ahead of everyone. In big academies, you can see they are coaching ethics in a different way, and our students, they have got trained in a different manner. Wherever they go, whichever year they are going to give the attempt, the way they are thinking will be ahead of others who are writing the exams. That is how we are going to train here. Okay. Now we will go into the subject, that the syllabus. Now we'll discuss how what are the topics there in the syllabus, how we have to study the syllabus. So why I said all these things is that because now I'm just recapping everything, that ethics is introduced in order to take, that is, reduce corruption in young minds. Young minds should not think about corruption. They should not think about nexus between the politician and between the criminals and all. You should serve the people. You are there in order to serve the people. You are not a master. You are just there to serve the country. This you have to keep in your mind. So that is what UPSC like to imprint in your mind. That is why this types of question occurs. And when you're writing the answer, from the way you're answering itself, they try to understand, okay, this student is extraordinary. The extra marks you will get because this is how he thinks, in order to check the integrity of the students. Position or power of politician, bureaucracy. Yeah, good. Both. Right? Even position for a power, in order to get some power, assume some power after your retirement. I have to take this governor of the state, this position, head of this department, everything. There are a lot of things, some perks which you are expecting from others. So that is why they are trying to say. So what happens? UPSC is trying to read how well you are playing your part, how well you're solving the problem, how well whether you're having integrity or not within yourself. That and all, they're trying to check through the way you're answering. Okay, fine. Now, as we already discussed, the paper has 250 marks. It will be section A and section B, and the section A is theory part and B is case study part. And I also said there is interlinking of the topics starting from unit 1. So now I'll take this. You can see here, ethics. Okay, this is your syllabus, and half is here. We'll cut this. So you can see the next half is here. So 7 units are there, and there are 2 sections in your question paper, section A and section B. Section A and section B both has all the 7 units connected. nowadays what they're doing is interconnecting of topics from unit 1, unit 5 is connected, unit 2, unit 3 is connected. Like that interconnection also appears. That I will teach you once when we enter into the subject. Okay, when we are analyzing the question paper, I'll notify you. See here, this questions has been interlinked. Unit 1 is interlinked with the unit 3, unit 1 is interlinked with the unit 4, and I'll mention for you. This is your syllabus. If you have, you can also take in your hand. Very simple, very easy to study. Just a little effort. What effort? You're going to sit in the class for 3 hours, right? If you see, first unit is called Ethics and Human Interface. See, the topic is itself so beautifully described here. The single word is enough to describe the topic. It describes the entire ethics, we can call. How human and ethics are going to get connected, how they are going to share their boundary, how they are going to share the value systems with each other. So this is called ethics and human interface, borders between ethics and human. So what they are trying to say is humans are always like a separate entity, and ethics is a separate entity, and there are certain places where you share the both of you share the borders. Like that we can consider. But now come inside. The first topic, essence, determinants and consequences of ethics in human action. This is your first topic you will come across. This first unit itself is very important, because here only you will come across a lot number of keywords which you have to mention here and there when you are writing your answer, as well as when you are writing a case study, right? So first we are going to see what is the importance, what are the determinants, and what are the consequences of having ethics in your human action. So first we will be defining what is ethics. When you're taking this subject, we'll study what is, first you have to know now what is ethics. Okay, so then there are certain words when you're defining the topic. There are certain words like ethics means studying the good or bad in the human conduct. So what is human conduct? What is human behavior? What is human behavior? Then what is called as human action? Okay, why we are saying it's good or right or wrong, good or bad, right or wrong. So what are all these words? That will be explained for you. Then there are certain things like, connecting ethics with religion, ethics with law. Most of your questions, you can take your old question paper. So this has to be dealt by the teacher, right? 1 minute, I'll try to move this here. So this has to be dealt with the teacher, ethics and law, ethics and religion. These are sisterly words which has to be always connected with the ethics, and has to be differentiated and has to be known. Okay, what is the differentiation between ethics and the other word? Okay, what is the connection between them? What is the interlinking between them? This teacher has to always teach in the first unit. First unit is an introduction unit. Here you will come across all these words. Okay, then what is values? What is values? What is the connection between ethics and values? What is the differentiation between ethics and values? What is the interlinking between ethics and values? So what is called as ethics? What is called as values? Value systems, we can say, when then and there you will be using, this is my value. I value all these things. For me, this is very important. These, and so what is that? So nowadays, it's everywhere, every time, starting from your childhood days, you try to use all these words, but you doesn't know what is that at all. Without knowing itself, you will be using the proper usage of the word. You doesn't know it. So here you will know all these things. You will understand here all these things. Okay. And then what are called as determinants? So ethics will be defining like this. Then we'll also study about law and ethics is also there as a separate topic, but here also we'll study what is the difference between law and ethics. What is law? Then why we need ethics? If law is there, why we need ethics in a country? All this we'll study. Then what is called as determinants? Determinants is nothing but I'm introducing the subject for you. Today is just an introduction of the syllabus. Then tomorrow when we are coming again, when we are meeting again, we'll analyze the old question paper for some time. Then we'll start our topics. Okay, so determinants. What is determinants? What are the things which are acting as hindrances when you're acting ethically? What are the things coming and acting as hindrance? It might be a family people. It might be a social influence. It might be a peer influence. Okay, it might be a legal interpretation which is there. As like Hammurabi Code, we can say Hammurabi Code says nothing is wrong, eye for an eye. Huh? So then if you are always, you say Hammurabi Code is the right one, or when you're young, when you're a child, you're some people who are a group or your family members might have been already discussing that. Oh, what is wrong in that? If somebody is beating you, if somebody is slapping you, child, you slap in two cheeks. If they are slapping you at one side, you slap at two sides. You are my child. You are my son. Family influence. Who are you? You are a politician's son. You should never ever bend down. Hammurabi. Shaistapar. Yes, good. Hammurabi code. It's called Hammurabi code. Okay, eye for an eye. So it's like a whole code. So even now, some people are following that. Some people are following Bible version. Some people are following Hammurabi code. Jesus, and they say Jesus says that if they beat in one cheek, you just show the other side also. But Hammurabi code says if they beat at one side, you just beat them the same side only. You just give left and right for them, same way they give for you. But now they gone ahead also. They say if they beat at one side, then you just give, give them in the two sides. If they broke one hand of you, just try to break two hands for them. This is how the parents also teaching their children. There's no wonder at all. I have seen with my own eyes also, I have seen there are some parents also, they teach, there are some parents who always teach non-violence to their children. Child, if somebody is, give a smile to them. They never talk to you again like that. There are also certain parents who also teach their children like this. That's why I say that these are all called as how you are going to inculcate these values. What values you are going to inculcate to your children? Yes. We say it is a revenge mentality. Right, because what you say this is? If you're saying, if I am taking one eye for you, you are also going to take an eye for me. What is that then? So that's why they call this as a revenge only. Simply to say in our own words, in our own meaning, we can call like that. So what happens? They also say, child, no, if somebody beats you in the school, you have to, if he beat one time, you have to beat him two times. He never should come near you. Some parents teach like this also. So this is how we go. We are ahead of Hammurabi also. We cannot say Hammurabi, we can ahead of Hammurabi. So what are the determinants you are facing in order to act ethically? Okay. So that and all will be studying in the determinants of ethics. And what are the consequences if you're acting in this ethical way? What will be the result? Action of double effect is there. Okay, so then first of all, you should know what is human action, where ethics will be first done, how an human have to act in order to evaluate ethically. Yeah. Yes, if a teacher does not give good mark, then puncture the seat. So a lot of experience, and it's not fault at all, it's not wrong at all. So far you have might have done a lot of mischievous activities, but now you are going to become an officer, so you have to leave all these things. What if UPSC didn't give marks? Then no, it's up to you. We cannot go and puncture UPSC seat, and even you cannot show it in your question papers and all. So it's your life. That's different. This is your life. Okay. But you need not be you need not be you need not be very much stressful. You should don't get don't increase your anxiety level at all. UPSC is just simple, no? You go near a tree, you will take that, no? The blowing, you can blow some flowers, you know that. You take, just hold the UPSC like that, blow it, it'll fly off. Don't think it is a burden. Think it will make, if you're thinking UPSC is a burden, then you cannot study it interesting at all. Okay, just happily read the subjects. Our ethics subject will be like that only. I don't know about the rest of the subjects, how the teachers are going to teach for you, but I'll be like that. I'll teach like that. So consequences of human actions. So what are the result? If you're going to act ethically, what result you're going to get? Okay, if I'm going to go in this direction, what will be the consequences? If I'm going to take opt plan B, what will be the consequence? What will be the result? Who are the people going to get benefit? Who are the people going to get affected? This is called case study. The way you act ethically, what are the result will occur? No, you cannot say, if I'm going to take plan A, okay, everything will be perfect. If I take plan B, there are some negatives. Every action has some negatives and some positives. Always you have to go for lot number of positives action. Lot number of people. If you're going to take action A, then if lot number of people are going to get benefited, then you have to go for you have to opt plan A. This we called as cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis. You will be doing it when you are going for a case study. Okay, each and every action that A, plan B, plan C, plan D. As you're going to steal some things in the museum, you'll always go for plan A, B, C, D. same way, UPSC, every question you will have plan A, plan B, plan C. For that, there are also some theories to support your answers also. Okay, so whenever you are opting for plan A, there will be some consequence, positives, negatives. Plan B, positives, negatives. So you should always opt lesser of two evils, greater of two goods. This you have to keep in your mind. Greater of two goods, lesser of two evils. Okay. So I'll take a new slide for that so that you can also know. We'll keep the slide. Sorry. We'll keep the slide here. See, this is the word which you have to keep always in your mind. Two evils are greater of two goods. This is how you have to write your answers in your UPSC. This is how you have to select your answers in your case study, as well as in your theoretical part also. There are now some questions which in order to check here. I already told there is a mingling. There will be mingling. 2013 since I was telling to the students, and it was proved by UPSC starting from 2018 also there was some questions like that. Small one questions appeared in this same pattern, and 2019 particularly in case study itself they asked some theoretical questions. You will know if you have the question paper. So come here. So this is the word we are seeing, determinants, and then consequences also we saw. Then what human action, how a human has to act in order to evaluate his action as ethically right or wrong. So whether he is voluntarily doing that action, whether he is doing it willingly, okay, whether he is doing with knowledge and all. This and all will be discussing in the human actions types. Okay. Then what is called as next topic is called dimension of ethics. So what is this called as dimension of ethics? What you will learn here in dimension of ethics in your syllabus, if you see, the dimension of ethics is one topic here. You can I'm mentioning. So here you can see dimensions of ethics, right? Now, what is this dimensions of ethics? Right? Various angles of ethics. In dimensions of ethics, there will be 4 topics which you have to definitely study, like descriptive ethics, prescriptive ethics, okay, then meta ethics and applied ethics. So what is this? This and all I will be again teaching you. Just listen. That's it. That's enough. Need not mention, need not write, need not note these words. So descriptive ethics, descriptive. It is going to describe. So ethics, no, it's there in every society has their own moral values, own ethical values they do have. So it is going to compare the values of various society, various country, various state, various even within a state there are a group of people, tribal peoples has different value system. This community has different value system, so it's going to compare everything. So this is called as descriptive, comparative ethics we can call. Prescriptive ethics is nothing but the other form of ethics. What is this? Prescriptive ethics, like doctor is going to prescribe some medicine for you. Same way, when you are in a dilemma, that is when you are in a confused stage, your leaders, reformers, philosophers are prescribing some prescriptions, giving some prescriptions for you. Children, follow this. Try to follow this theory. Okay, keep this in mind and act. So this is called as prescriptive ethics. Then it's otherwise also called as normative ethics, that we'll be studying under this. Then meta ethics. Meta ethics is nothing but what we are going to study in a foundation class. The meaning of all the words which are there in the ethics. So what is it? Ethics means, if I'm saying ethics, then you're going to ask now, what is ethics? If I'm saying, virtue, then you're asking what is meant by virtue? Then if I'm saying value system, human values, disvalues, then you're saying, what is that called? Disvalues. All this is called as meta-ethics. Theories or the theoretical part or the words which is connected with the ethics will be put up, clubbed inside this meta-ethics, right? Then last one is called as applied ethics. This is very interesting area because most number of case studies are appearing from this applied ethics part. Video. What happened? Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah, fine. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, dear, come back. So, applied ethics. In applied ethics, how well we are going to apply all those theoretical knowledge which you have gathered in order to face the day-to-day problem which are coming across in your life, like environmental ethics. Environment problem is there. So, environmental ethics comes inside. It got evolved. They say environment is equally important with human life. Okay, that is why a lot of things we'll discuss inside environment ethics, like the judgment which was given by the Uttarakhand High Court also, like living river, Ganga is living river and all. Huh? So they said it is a living river, you cannot harm Ganga, then you have to face legal actions. It's a judgment. Then it was overruled. But because it was, they got inspired by the judgment given by the Australian government regarding Wanganui River. Sorry, New Zealand government regarding Wanganui River. Wanganui River was given a legal status, legal entity. It is a personhood. Like you and me, the river is also like a person, they said. So environmental ethics is talking about all these things, how we have to treat um, environment equally important like us, like a human life. All these are given by applied ethics and environment. Like same way, there are a lot number of things in applied ethics. Last which we were discussing. See, same way, like I said, environmental ethics. Then you can also see bioethics is there. Okay, bioethics related to the medicines. Then medical ethics is there. Medical ethics is so medical ethics, then robo ethics is there, machine ethics is there. Like this lot number of ethics is there. Okay. So these and all called as that is the problems which are facing in our day-to-day life is put under this applied ethics part. That will be a lost ethics in the dimensions of ethics, if you see. Then come back to the syllabus. So this is called dimension of ethics. In that also you'll be studying lot number of things in the applied ethics. Then particularly when you are applying all those things, prescriptive, which I told you na in dimensions of ethics, four things I told: descriptive, prescriptive, meta, and applied. Prescriptive, right? Prescriptive. In this prescriptive, if you have, there are a lot number of theories, principles, ethical values prescribed by various philosophers. But in that, only three things we are going to take. That is, we have clubbed all those prescriptions inside three heading. One is teleological, another is deontological, another is virtue ethics. Three types of ethics: teleological ethics, teleological, we can say, deontological ethics, and virtue ethics. This also you'll study once we come into the topic, because each and every question you are going to compare with these three types of ethics only. I already told in prescriptions, there are lot number of philosophers, leaders, reformers who has given there some ethical, moral values, moral principles, moral ideas. All this we are going to club inside three major topics only. One is deontological, I'll mention here. You can see here, the deontological. Okay, another one is teleological. Okay, then if you see virtue ethics, so clubbed inside these three topics only. This three is very important, very important, because your case study part, all the case studies, they has to be there. Okay, based on this only you're going to act. Based on this only you're going to solve your dilemma, ethical dilemma which is occurring in your life and all. So you'll be studying these three topics under the prescriptive ethics will come, and how this can be applied in your applied ethics. How you can use all these three terms in your applied ethics will also be studied by you. Okay, you can also learn that. How you can use this there, right? Like using all these three words inside applied ethics, you can solve your problem. This is what UPSC is expecting from you. This is how you have to solve also. And if you come here, now we'll go to the Next topic. So what you're going to study in that, in your syllabus, if you see here, ethics in private and public relationship. Definitely. So how it is going to, in your private life, I already told what are the problems going to occur, which way you're going to decide. Because you're always, there is a dilemma which is occurring in your life. And sometimes your private life also come and interrupt your public life. So this and all you will be seeing in ethics in private and public relationships. If you come across human values, so what is value system? What are values? They are individual principles, we can say. So what are human values? For that, you will see through n number of stories will make you understand what are called as human values. And no, there are two types of values. One is human values, another one is disvalues. But now this and all we want our note. Yes, Bharadwaj, what you are asking? Want to write our note? No, you need not. I already know this is just an introduction class. Okay, it's up to you. If you want to write and keep, you can write and keep. But if you want, then just listen, then just listen. Okay, these are the topics I'm discussing. What are the things you are going to? I'm introducing the syllabus. Okay, don't panic. Once when you go into the topic, we'll discuss it elaborately. I'm just giving a brief note for you about the syllabus of the ethics paper. Okay, then it will be easy for you now. When I'm analyzing the old question paper, also understand it. So human values. So this is called human values. HV we will call as human values. There are certain values which you have to follow, as our Mahatma Gandhiji might have told. Then Nehruji has said. Then Swamiji has said. Like when they say na Babuji, Mamaji, all these people, G's have given some value system which we will follow in our life. So that lessons from the life and teaching of great leaders, the farmers and administrators. Great leaders are there. Like Kalamji is there. Abdul Kalam, Dr. Abdul Kalam has given certain value systems for us. Nelson Mandela, not only our Indian people, you can also consider the international level also we can take. So the very important personalities, great leaders, reformers, then at the same times, okay, administrators, your seniors who are performing well in the district. You can mention that an IAS officer from this district. Okay, an IAS officer from this posted in this district has given a people's man. He's called as people's man. Definitely, they will know who's that people's man. There is one person who's called as people's man. Okay, same way, you can mention the nickname which was given by the people to them, right? So this and all you can give as an example when you're writing answers also, and when especially when they are asking some quotation they from this particular first unit, then you can mention this people. You need not write the name because they are living. You just mention from which district they are and give the example, because most of the question, if you see, they always ask give examples, illustrate with examples. So you should write your answer by giving examples. Then if you take role of family, society, educational institution in inculcating value systems. Already we will be studying what are called as values in the previous topic only. Then in this topic this topic will speak about the value systems, and this topic always interconnected. Both are if you see, it's easy to understand. Okay, see. See, so what they do, the role of family, society, education, institution in inculcating. So how a family, I already told, how a father and mother is teaching, how your society is teaching to you, how your educational institutions are teaching, inculcating value system. You can see if you are placed in a good school, you might have noticed this. Your teachers, they will act like a father and mother to you, not like a teacher. They generally call the children and then they advise them in a very nice manner. Most of all, we never advise at all. Teachers will say that, no, this up to me, I'm saying this, it's up to you to follow. Okay, these are the good way to advise a student or advise a friend and all. So it's my opinion. According to me, this is wrong, and you should not opt for this. So it's up to you. Nah. So so family, society, how they are going to inculcate this value system inside you, like empathy, tolerance, compassion. These are called as values. Friendship, this is also value. Truth, okay, truthfulness, integrity, impartiality, non-partisanship, all these are called as value systems. So values. So these values, how they are going to teach you, how they are going to imprint in you. So this and all. Yeah, religious teachings also good, Pavitra. From Gita, Bible, Quran, everything will come under this. So these are not, no. When you're studying human values only, you'll understand, because great leaders, reformers are there. From that, you're going to take it. So how even the family, initially they will say, as a father and as a mother, when she's teaching something, they will, when she want to teach something for a child, what she used to say, child, beta, you should not tell lies. If you're telling lies, tonight God will come in your dream and he will prick your eyes. Have you heard this? Here, most of mothers. No, I don't know about the 20s kids, but previously the mother used to say this: "Don't tell lies. God will come and He will ask why you did this." No, then the child will get fear. First, she is creating some fear in the mind of the child, then teaching the religious teachings also. See, our Gita is saying this, Bible is saying this, Quran is saying this. No, you should be like, you should follow all these things, the principles in your life. You should never lie. You should never no see bad things and all. You should never talk badly about others. All these things the parents used to teach to us. They are the first teachers in our life. Then when you go to school, the teachers also, the school teachers you certain things, that how you have to behave with others. That is why you also wear uniform, na? So uniformity. You should not treat others differently. That is, these things indirectly they teach us many things. Directly also they teach you many things. Now come to the next unit, which is called as our attitude. Attitude is nothing but the way you think, the way you think about others, the way you think about a problem, whether you, the way you see about the problem, whether you're going to see in the positive manner or whether you're going to see in the negative manner, or you are neutral person. There are some people who will never, even if something is, some big rock is going to fall in their head, they will simply say, if you say, see, the rock is going to fall, come, then they will simply sit like this and no, they never get excited, they never get sad also, they never get happy also. There are some people, even among your friends also, you can note this type of character. They are neutral, always, most of all the time they are neutral in character. Some are always positive energy. If these people are coming, excuse me, some are positive, some are always negative. Have you come across type of character? Positive character, whatever problem you say to them, then they will smile, just simply smile or laugh. They say, just chalo, what is that? Huh? What big problem is this? Leave. We can find a solution. We can solve it. Everything will be perfect in its place again. Don't worry, okay? Everything will fall into play into its place. Don't worry at all. I'm here for you. I will take care. Don't worry. So this is positive character. Suppose some people are there. If you're saying something to them, negative character is also there, na? They used to say, "Oh, see, why this is now occurring for you only." The way they talk only, you'll get demotivated. You never think of moving ahead. You think of taking any solution. Once you talk talk to them, you think your energy got drained. You get no something burdened is there in your head and all. So these are called as attitudes. We'll be studying about the structure. There are a very popular model called a SCAB model, which you'll study under here, and then functions of our attitude also. So what are the functions it is going to do? Ego defensive function is there. Value expressive function, utilitarianism function. Like these functions are 5 functions mostly. It is described by Katz and all. And that you will study under attitude. This topic is very, very important in order to write your other answers, other unit, in order to understand the other unit, I can also say. Attitude is very important. It's influence, how it is going to influence your thought. Attitude how is going to influence the thought, the way you are going, then theory of decent action will come there. The way you act. Okay, the theory of recent action will talk about that, and the behavior, thought and behavior, how the way you think and how the way you behave, how the attitude is going to influence all these things. That you will study here. Then moral and political attitude. So what is this called as moral attitude? What is called as political attitude? That and all you'll be learning in politics. Okay, the way the people voting, the voting behavior of the people. Okay, yeah, that is the attitude towards the government. What type of attitude is formed towards the government? What is the issue which has made the people to act in such a manner? That is the work of the poll strategist. Poll strategist will read the attitude of the people. That is the mentality of the, we say mentality, na simple word. Mentality of the people towards the government, mentality of the people towards the ruler. Okay, mentality of the people towards the MP or MLA. So what they think about these people? Then how will be the voting pattern will change. Based on this, they will predict the voting pattern. Okay, the voting pattern will be this way because the people have shown a positive sign towards the other. How same way, how a ruler, how a politician is thinking about the people. Vice versa, you have to think now always. How he is thinking about the people, citizen, normal citizen. Which way he is going to act. So all this we'll be studying in the political attitude. And moral attitude, you will definitely know the way you think morally when when a problem is there, which way you're going to act. So this is called as moral attitude. Okay, suppose some problem has occurred, that is like you and I. This question was asked twice in your UPSC that you are an IAS officer. Now what happens? There is an eldest couple who comes without carrying any document to you and they want some work to be done. So whether you will proceed with the work or you will not, this type of questions has been asked by the UPSC. That is whether you're going to follow the rule or you're going to follow your heart. These types of questions will come. So the morality. So they say a simple word, not all legal actions can be connected to moral actions also. There are certain actions which can be legally right, but it can be ethically wrong also. Legally it is right. According to rule, according to law, you can say, substantiate with the help of anything. That this is right only according to our constitution, according to our rule book, according to our law book, according to the conduct rules. Conduct rules is there, na? UPSC conduct rules. According to everything, this is right. But okay, then what happened to your heart? Is your heart saying it is right? Is your heart saying it is right? Because the child which died due to hunger was rejected, because of the ghost beneficiary listed. The name was included as a ghost beneficiary. The problem is not with the child. The problem is with the management, maladministration. Okay, so the child was rejected for PDS and now the child does not have food to eat and it died because of that. Okay, you can be very proud that I have followed the rule, I have followed the law, because as an IAS officer, I have to stick to my rule book. So I will definitely follow the rule only. I cannot give one who does not have any document, I cannot give benefit. I will benefit for them. Or one who carries a false document, I cannot give benefit for them. But what your heart is saying, is your heart how? That the child has died? Okay, chalo. Even though the child is died, I have ensured justice for all number of citizens. No, never at all. Now you have failed there. That is why now UPSC are asking questions whether they are checking which way you're going to answer that question also, right? Now, social influence and persuasion. That is the next topic you'll be seeing in this second unit. What is that social influence? This is also equally important because whenever you're writing a case study, social influence and persuasion are the topic which you have to mention when you're writing, when you're going to interact with the people, citizen. You're going to interact with the citizen. You have to influence them, you have to persuade them. So this is how you have to convince them. Take violent action, like a Thoothukudi incident, which occurred, shooting. Who gave right for you to shoot the people? So shoot your own citizen. Who gave you right? You are not an enemy country. You are coming inside. You are shooting. It's not a war. It's something issue, law and order issue, which has happened. It's a simple issue which was there. Your citizen is just acting against you because they are not happy with the policy which you are framing. They're not happy with the program you have launched, so they are opposing. How they will oppose? They will just show only through some rallies they can show their opposition. Okay, I do not like this. Then how come you shoot them? Who gave you that right? So these and all. So only persuasion comes there. Persuade. Go. Get down from your seat. Don't think you are a lord sitting in the seat. I'm going to order everyone. Everyone has to follow it. who are you to darely ask question against me? This type of mentality is not appreciable at all. That is, they kept a topic called as persuasion. Then come to the third unit. I hope everyone is following, right? And if you have any doubt, stop me then and there and ask me. Okay. Yes, its encounters also like this, as people won't believe in law and order. Stop. Yes, Seema, what happened? Stop. As I said, stop. She is saying stop. Okay. So see here, 1 minute, I'll see the question. The encounter is also like this, as people will not stop to believe in law and order. Stop believing in law and order. Okay, Seema, I think Seema has written this. His encounter is also like this, as people stops believing in law and order. Minute. So I don't get what you're coming to ask. Please ask clearly. I don't understand. I think she's asking that if encounter is like this, then people will stop believing in law and order. I think she's coming to ask like that. Definitely. Then see, actually, we are not. I already told we have come. Yes, good. We have come very long away from this no police state. Now we are not a police state. We are not in the colonial era. As Jallianwala Bagh incident has occurred, it itself is not a proper way to handle the people. No. So now we are in the welfare state, we are in the LPG era, and at this situation, if you're going to, and you also know about the, I forgot that place name, a boy who was beaten to death by the police, a young man who was beaten to death. It also happened in Tamil Nadu only. So we are now in the next generation. So in this time, if you are going to act as a rogue, a police is acting as a rogue, what is the difference between police and a rogue then? You have to, that is why you're an educated person, you're sitting in that chair, you're going to give law and order, you have to think cunningly, wisely as a fox, how you have to settle this issue, how you have to solve this issue without going violently. So you're not given guns for shooting the citizen. What does order in law and order mean? What does order in law and order mean? You asked this question to your polity teacher, Kaundinya Lanka. Yeah, good. You asked this question. Definitely you answer better than us. Okay. So order is nothing but like, maintaining the peace, we can say. Peace. How you will maintain a peace in the state? Huh? So unwanted rallies should not be there. Opposition against the government should not be there. People should not act against the government. All these are called as orders only. You're ordering the people. You're managing it. You're organizing the people proper way. Okay. So without the permission of the collector, you cannot do anything, right? You cannot even just conduct a peaceful rally also. You cannot conduct. Only the collector has to give permission if you have to do that and all. So it's the entire in your hands only. Right. Now we will come into the subject, aptitude and foundational values. Okay, Palash has also answered properly. Okay, enforcement of law is order somewhere. Okay. Okay, so we'll come out of that paper 2 topic and all. Come here, aptitude. So what is this? Next topic is called aptitude and foundational values for civil service. This is very, very equally important for you. This topic is equally important compared to others. We cannot say this topic is very important. This topic is not like that. This is also very equally important for you. You see, what are these foundational values for civil service? Here comes all those things like integrity, impartiality, okay, non-partisanship. So what are these words? You'll understand the meaning of each and every word. What is called integrity? What is called impartiality? Integrity means innocence of wholeness. Then what is impartiality? How the way you have to act impartially. Because as an IAS officer, you have to be impartial in your approach. Non-partisanship, this is mainly for you only, because you does not belong to political party or something. You might have some adherence to some party, but you have to keep it in your heart. You should not exhibit it outside. Suppose the other party, opposition party member is coming and sitting as your master, you cannot show your anger to him, because you have to serve him. Whoever going to come and sit in the seat, you have to serve him. Who he might be from which whatever party he might be. You have to serve that seat only, not that person. Okay, so this and all is coming under non-partisanship. So which way you have to act in that way. Then objectivity, what is objectivity? And same way, dedication, how well you are dedicated to the service. Then empathy, tolerance, and compassion. This last line is very important for you now. As I already told, we are moving ahead of the LPG era now. And as an IAS officer, as an administrative officer, you are going to interact with the people. You are going to interact with the citizen, right? You're going to interacting with the citizen who is having flesh and blood. So when you're interacting with the people, you have to be empathetic in your approach. You have to put yourself in their place and see, okay, chalo, this person is having this problem. Then how I'll solve it? If I am in that place, how I feel? Okay, this is called empathy. You have to be empathetic in your approach. Tolerance, you should tolerate everything. No, you might be an educated person, but the people around you, the citizens, common man, when you're posted in a district, he doesn't even understand what is there, what you're speaking. He doesn't even understand when you're delivering something. He doesn't even understand what you're going to tell to him. He does not know what is law. Okay, he's a common, tribal person. Even now people are educated. In every community, the people are educated. But the great grandfather, a tribe man, a tribe head, he doesn't understand what you're talking to him. So you have to very tolerate, where you have to tolerate all these people when you are going to handle these people. And then compassion also. It was a weaker session. 1 minute, please give me some time. I'll switch on. Okay, sorry. Actually, power is very low and it is not connected. Okay, like this, we'll be seeing what are the value systems which you have to hold as an IAS officer. And then the fourth unit is called as emotional intelligence. So what is this emotional intelligence? This is where you are lagging. This is where you are, you are different from the others. Emotional. You don't know how to control your emotions. Okay, IQ, I already told that everybody is having. Without that, you cannot enter into UPSC also. IQ is there. You may say that, ma'am, you don't tell me. See, one of my friend who is lost in his classes, but now he is studying in the UPSC field. He is coming to see, IQ is nothing but the way how well you are going to pursue things, how well you are going to learn new things. These are all is included in your IQ. So IQ is not only the way you memorize your subject, the way you understand it is also connected with the IQ. So even you might be a last rank scorer in your classes, but you might be a topper in UPSC. There are a lot of cases which has happened like that. So need not worry at all. So far, how well you have learned, that doesn't matter at all. It's totally different. UPSC is totally different. So here, presence of mind is very, 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 very necessary. So apart from that, I already told EQ. Not able to hear. Is it off? No, it's on only. Can everybody hear? Is my voice audible to all? Huh? Is my yeah, I see everybody's hearing. Yeah, good. I think some problem there in your mic. Please check it. So then EQ, emotional quotient. See, why I'm telling this is, children, you all are young blood. You have lot of emotion. Comparative to the older people, your emotions flow quickly inside you. Quickly it goes out also. Okay, happiness, sadness. Okay, but what happens is that here, this period, you have to take care of your emotion. Then you can shine in your life. Why I'm telling is this is a very crucial period for you. Don't give way for your emotions. Keep it in a submissive way. You control your emotion. Emotion should not control you. I know a person who is very much knowledgeable. His IQ is perfect. We cannot, say that he is very low in his knowledge and all. His IQ is perfect, but he has very low EQ. He don't know how to control his emotion. He is always he values the friendship. He values friendship. If somebody is saying, "See, you are great. You will do this for me," he will definitely leave all those schedules. I hope your teacher might have already, I don't know who has given introduction for you. The introduction teacher might have definitely told about the scheduling of your subjects. Have they said this to you? As a UPSC student, you have to schedule. You have to frame a schedule first. Yeah, I'll explain. One minute. Give me some time, Bharadwaj. Yes. So Tejaswani has drawn a schedule. Amit has also drawn a schedule. So you people are making schedule. How we are making the schedule of your time? So your teacher, your polity teacher might have also definitely spoke about this. First, you try to understand about you. I have seen a lot number of students. What they do is that they just sit. Okay. My teacher has said that I have to put a schedule. Today I'm going to draw a schedule, draw a timetable. / long. You put some lines. Okay, today this time to this time, this time to this time, this time to. You are not a robot. SWOT. Good. SWOT analysis has to be there. See, we are all not robot. We are humans. Humans will be like this only. We are not perfect. We will never be perfect. A human cannot be a perfect at all. We cannot be a perfect people. That is good. That is likable. That is lovable. If you're perfect, you're not a human. They say you're a robot. They used to call like that. So what you have to do is that first of all, learn about yourself. What you're doing. How I am acting. When and where I'm. What are the things I'm lagging? Which are the time I'm very active? Which are the time I'm very lazy? Okay, this time I'll spend for my studies. First analyze that. Once when you have analyzed all those things, then you put a schedule for yourself. Okay, chalo. These are I have observed myself for 15 days. Okay, that is the duration you take to change your behavior also. So you observe yourself for 15 to 20 days, you observe, then you draw a schedule, a timetable for you. Then you just mention, okay, this time to this time, I'll put up all my morning works I'll do in this time. Yoga, this. Okay, I'll put perfectly, I'll have 2 hours time for that. Rest, I am having some 3 to 4 hours in between the morning and afternoon session. So I'll give this for my studies because I'm very active in the morning session. So I'll give this for study. So this much hours I'll dedicate for this subject, much hours for optional, this much hours for mains, this much hour for, especially for the solving the preliminary paper and all. So like this, you have to draw a timetable and schedule, and you have to guide yourself when you are preparing for UPSC. So what I said is that scheduling, okay, what this person has done, this I was talking about the emotional intelligence, right? So he's very perfect in his studies. He also has schedules, but whenever his friends has some problem, they always approach him. See, you come and fight with the landowner. You come and say they will get fearful. No, you know who you are. Huh? You are very strong and bold person. They used to say all these flavory words, flavoring him. They used to say sweetened words to him. Once he hear all these things, then he'll say, "Oh, who I am? I'll go and talk." How dare he talk to my friend like this and all? And he leaves his schedule. That day, the schedule get disturbed. This way, that person prepared for his exams, and it is almost 5-6 attempts. He tried to clear prelims because I already told his IQ is very good. He clears prelims. He no mains again. He used to sit in the mains. This way, his 6 attempts got over, and now he is a teacher. He saw all his friends who used him, you can say, okay, by sweetening him, flavoring him, and pulling him for all fights, whatever problems comes, they used to take him and solve the problem. Now they are all IAS, IPS officers, they are officers, but this person is teacher, teaching. Every person who's having a good IQ but has fallen in this exam, if you see, they have very poor EQ. That is why I'm saying with the help of ethics, try to manage your emotional intelligence. That is emotional intelligence also. Emotional EQ is emotion. Some of your friend has asked, explain about IQ and EQ. IQ is which is connected with your intelligence only, but EQ is connected with your emotions. Emotions are nothing but anger. Okay. Huh? Like all those things like stress which you come across, anxiety. Huh? All these things comes under the emotions. Happy, sad, joy. That's why they say don't become, if you're happy, don't laugh heavily. No. Why? Why they say this? Because everything has to be in a balanced way. You should not go to the extreme level. Okay, don't go take everything, anything to the extreme. At most extreme. Sadness also, some people, if you have seen, always they will, if you see them like a dead person, they will walk in the street. Have you seen, notice the people like this? Please keep away from these type of people. We cannot change them. They, over the period, they will become sickened. Attitude changes from negative to sickened attitude. Then whenever you see these people, they try to fight with you. They try to unnecessarily, they will take some issue. They will bring some problem. They always think around the problem only. Problem. They always say like this, run around the problem. They never think, okay, problem is here. Let me look in the other side and look for the solution. They never think like that. Okay, so emotion has to be in your hand, right? So like jealous, all this comes, we are a normal person, right? Everything is there for us. Okay, ups and downs are there within us, but we have to always suppress the down and always try to motivate the ups in us. Positive things has to be there. It is good for you. I am saying this is good for you only, not for the others. Okay, so don't be very much emotional. Oh, like this. If somebody is saying something, then have you seen this? Some movie is running in front of you, you try to cry. When you see the scenes in that, you start crying. Automatically, your eyes start pouring. What is the problem? You are not controlling your emotion. Okay, then in this subject, in this topic, you'll definitely learn what is that, what is emotions, how you're going to control all these emotions in order to shine in your life. Even intolerance is also an emotion only. Anger is an emotion. Even this question appeared in UPSC also, right? Gandhiji has said anger, intolerance, and blah blah blah. They said, okay, this has to be controlled. When you are in an angry mode, when you are in a confused mode, when you are very sad, what solution you will take? That and all I will tell you, Ayush. I'll tell how we can control our emotion. That even in our theories we'll study. Apart from that, also I'll tell how we can control our emotion. Okay. So that is why even our parents, when we are saying, I doesn't know how many of you said to your parents, but when you are saying that, Papa, I have fallen in love with a girl, or I have fallen in love with the boy, and you're saying this to your parents, they definitely say, Beta, okay, this is the stage you go into this type of things and all. But give some time. If they are better parents, I'm saying they never get excited and all. See, better parents who parenthood, parenthood very nicely. If they have mastered in that, definitely they will talk in this way only. See, it's your right. I'm not going to intrude at all. But first, you just give some time. You introduce that person to me. Let me see how he is. You also take some time. Come outside. Don't be in the influence of him or her. Come outside of that. Think from the third person's angle whether this will set. Now you are very emotion. Now in an emotional bondage. So once when you're taking decision in this time, you cannot rewind it back. No, even you cannot. You will regret it a lot after that. Suppose something has gone wrong, you will regret it. Why? Oh my God! Why I have taken this decision? Why? Oh, lot number of people they love. No, for 3-4 years they are in love bondage. Once they enter into marriage, have you seen this type of people? 5 years they say we are love married. We are love married. 5 years we are in love. Sixth year when you got married, now the love gets suppressed. Seventh year totally break. Then totally disconnection, divorce. Why you married? When you are in love, you are having that much, you are ready to accept anything. But once when you enter into the bondage, marriage, what happened to you people? Because that time you are emotion in an emotional bondage. So you're taking some decision emotionally. But once when you are seeing from the third angle, okay, so these are the flaws I'm having. I need these and all in my life. Okay, suppose I'm going into this, then this and all, I have to adjust it. Yes, unable to keep up the expectation, everything, because every humans, I already told, are not perfect. Everyone. We are not God. Who knows God is perfect? Okay, we are not God. So, everybody is having certain problems. If you are ready to accept it and agree to it, then your life will be happy. That is how you are going to accept it. If you are not that type of person, you should not go into it at all. Even if you are gone, then you have to think it twice, thrice, because once you enter in, then this is a life. Previously, it's not like that. Once when you enter into marriage, this is a life. Once you're going to back out of it, how much negative consequences is going to occur, to the people who are surrounded by you. How much impact it is going to create to the people, heart of the father, mother, everyone who's surrounding you. Okay. So these are the things you have to remember, right? When you are, that is why they say emotion, that your parents might advise this. Children, as a child, beta, you have to come out of the emotional bondage, think properly. You use your brain, don't use your heart, use your brain, think it, whether this can go in the long run or not, then you tell me. I'm very much eagerly waiting. I never oppose you for your problem and all. So for the decision, I'm also agreeing with you. It's your own decision. Okay, I am not going to interfere in it, but your life is in your hands. So decide accordingly. Same way, only not only in love, same way in everything. Even when you're going to choose a college, even when you're going to choose your higher studies, even when you're going to take a small move in your life, even when you're going to join in some kind of company, you people are going to think all these things. Then only don't take emotional decision. Okay, that right? So then how you're going to use that emotional intelligence concept in administration also, because you are going to sit in a position, you are going to sit in a chair where you are going to be a king of the district. You are like a king of your district. You are going to take the responsibility of the citizens of a district. In such a case, if you are an emotionally weak person, then how well you are going to control your district? Okay, so you have to be balanced. You have to be empathetic also. At the same time, you should also be bound by the rules. Yeah, take your brain with your heart, said like that. So very good. So very nice. So this is how you have to act. So both is very much equally important for you when you are sitting in your sitting as an IAS officer and going to control your district. Okay, that is called as emotional intelligence. You are going to control your emotion. Emotion should not control you. Okay. Then if you come here, that is there is in other governments in other countries there are proper trainings for this type of thing. They will go for emotional training. The people will be given too much stress and all. They will be very casual. They will even a lot of heart touching ins will be played in before them. They will never show outside their emotions at all. This is because the other person should not read your mind. You are in such a position that if suppose they find that okay, this person is very much weak, we say something, he cries. If he sees somebody suffering, he is crying, then they will take advantage. So that is why they are saying emotional intelligence very much important for you. Even that is the reason for your stress in the examination, in a preliminary examination. If you go and sit, emotions take the role, and that's why you are not able to come to an answer. When you are choosing your answers, you can see your senior might have told that I have studied very nicely. I have read all the current affairs. I have read all the basic foundation also, NCRTs also, everything I read. But when I go and sit in the examination hall, I become fear occupied my mind. Once fear, it's also an emotion. Fear occupied my mind, and I'm now everything went blank. I'm not able to come to a conclusion at all. I am not able to take a decision at all. Why this happened? Okay, so this is how you have to, so with the help of this unit, you can easily overcome the fear when you're sitting for exams and all. At the same time, you can also answer in an extraordinary manner. Once fear is not there, most of the problem is the fear only. When you're going for interview, fear. When you're going to give first lecture, fear. When you're going to stand in the front of stage, fear. When you're going to receive something from some person, fear. When you're seeing somebody, oh, fear. Automatically what happens? Fear is not killing you. The symptoms which comes, the bodily reactions which comes after fear kills you totally. What happens? You become nervous. You become, your hands start trembling. Your hands start shaking. Your voice becomes trembling. Automatically, the other person finds that you are in a fear. You are not able to control your emotion, and how well you will take decision when you are in an important situation. That is why they are no rejecting you. They are not rejecting because you are lagging something. They are rejecting because you are not ready for that position. Okay, so think that even UPSC interview is like that. 5 people will sit in front of you, asking questions to you from different directions. Be very casual, handle them. Okay, so this emotional intelligence helps you when you go to interview. Many of my students has come and told me that, madam, after taking these classes, we are very much confident, we are very much positive, we are able to face anything. Even preliminary exam previously I was not able to clear, but now it is very easy because they have already given 2-3 attempts but not able to clear that. So now they are very much happy that they are able to clear the prelims also. They say, don't, we are now not worried at all. Once when mains results comes, we happily go and attend the interview, because what is that to get fear? Lion is not sitting in front of you. Lion or tiger is not sitting in front of you, right? A person is only sitting in front of you. An IAS officer is sitting in front of you. He is going to question. Just think him like that. He is also one day like me sitting here in this chair. I will also be like one day like him, will be sitting there and interview every other person. This you put in your mind and go and sit. Automatically you're at ease. And the way you attend the interview is different. This is how I will be telling you. This is how you can control your emotions. So there are also certain exercises we will be telling you. Now come to the next syllabus, next part. If you see here, second one. Okay, contributions of moral. Sorry, is it difficult for introverts? Introverts. Okay. No, it's not like that. See, the Carl Jung has given this classification as the introvert, extrovert, and all. So, introvert means, it doesn't mean that you are a single person, always inward looking. It's not that meaning at all. Introvert is nothing but your circle is very small. Okay, you are not able to express all the feeling to everyone. There are certain people who easily express us to everyone. Na? They say, see, I'm very sad. Don't talk to me now. I'll talk. But if you are noticing this introvert type of person, keeps himself inside him. Only other has to mind read it. It's not difficult. We cannot say it is very difficult for an introvert to work as an IAS officer. Once you become an IAS officer, you cannot be an introvert at all. That I will say. Okay, you cannot be. You will automatically change. That is why I say, na, the way they give training for you, the way they train you and all, you automatically come out of it. Okay, introverts is nothing but, no, you are always single, you are alone, you are just, it's not like that. You are having a small circle. For the period, what happens, you start to expand your circle, right? Because you want to go and interact with the people in order to get their problem, in order to understand the problem. Once you are trying to understand the problem, then only you will come up with the solution. People consent is very important. How you will try to interact with the people? You have to come out of your safer zone. So automatically the training which they give you will make you an extrovert. Completely is not an extrovert, at least you will come out of that. Yes, definitely it is misinterpreted only. So don't think it is like a person is like an alien. He's also a normal human only. He has a very small circle. Only he talks with 1, 2, 3 friends for him. Only a father and mother interact with the family members. This type of people. Okay, they don't open to you. They are not like open book. You cannot read them at any time. But they also try to communicate with the other people. Okay. Now see contributions of moral thinkers and philosophers from India and world. So here you'll be seeing about all the thinkers who are the people who are given the philosophical values for us. Even they say Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi is also a type of thinker only. Plato is there, Aristotle is there, a lot of big people. Philosophical concepts also will flow into this. This and all, this and the first unit will always club together and see, because it's not necessary to separate it. So we always club this all together and then see. Then if see the last two unit, this is particularly connected with the behavioral administration. Not a simple administration, behavior oriented administration comes under the 6th and 7th unit. Previously, all the other 5 units are talking about the psychological concepts. Okay, and some units are also talking about philosophical concepts. But 6th and 7th unit is completely falling under behavioral administration. So I hope administrative students are also, how many, I don't know how many of you have opted for your public administration paper. So again, scoring well, you can just opt for previously the 2 years before. It was there in the, it was in its low stage. So people are not scoring well in the public administration. It means that people are not able to face the question. That's the problem. The subject remains as such only. People are not trying to understand the question, the pattern, understanding. I already told you, UPSC pattern should be understood in order to answer the questions. So that is why you even in mains examination, always paper 1 has praise. Paper 2, they never try to see because they think that paper 2 is very hard, tough. This thing is always there in the market. They used to speak unnecessarily. Paper 2 is very tough. You cannot score at all. Just send it in paper 1. But that is wrong strategy. I'm saying there is a wrong strategy. Paper 1 is common. Everybody knows. Everybody takes marks from that. Paper 2 can be understood only when the teacher is very excellent in teaching. Best teacher can. Yeah, I'm teaching public administration. My option is public administration. Yes, my option is public administration. It's very interesting subject. Public administration is very, very interesting. Compared to the other optionals also is very interesting. It made there is a wrong idea in the market that public administration is very vast, big, and is vast, which you are going to do in 2 years, you are going to do in a 3 month. But the public administration is very interesting. Okay, that is why. See, then come back where we are. I totally forgot what I was discussing with you. Now we will see the 6th and 7th unit, which is the administration, particularly the behavioral oriented administration. Right. So if you see public or civil service values, and already we saw there is a unit called a quote and then said elaborate about it. That is why I said now I will discuss about the question paper to you. Slowly we will take Seema. Definitely they are giving this. If you're seeing the 6th question, 3 quotations will be there. A question also have quotation, B question also have quotation, C question also have quotations. So the quotations, first you have to understand the meaning from the quotation, right? You have to understand, like falsehood takes the place of truth in place of unblemished common good. This is a quotation which they asked. So what is the meaning of this? It's nothing but a Tirukural. It's an ethical treatise. So even if you don't know, yes, Bharadwaj, break. So you need break. Yes. Need break, people, students, you need break. So one of your friend is asking break. No. Okay. No. Okay, fine. Mr. Bharadwaj, actually your friends are all not interested to leave break because they know at once when we are completing in 11 o'clock, they will go for their lunch or breakfast. Some people then only they will take brunch also. Seema also 5 minute. Okay. Otherwise, you can do one thing. What you will do is that okay. Otherwise, you'll do one thing. What you will do is that 5 minutes, you people can just close the thing. You can just make it run and you can go and do something and come again. Okay. Need not worry. We are just discussing the introduction class only. It's introduction class. Don't worry at all. You'll never get break here. So I already told that. Yes. Okay. Thank you for understanding. So what we'll do, public or civil service values. See, already in 3rd unit, we have seen that aptitude and foundational values for civil service. Same will be connected with here. So what are the value systems which you as an administrative officer, you have to carry inside you? What are the democratic values? What are the, So what are the personal values you should have? Contact public administration optional. You can contact the management only. I'm going to take in career launcher. Public administration optional. Yes, Kajal, you can ask them. So I'm going to take. Might be it is late. Ayush, please take class till 10:30. Oh, what is the problem? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Please notify to the management because they have mentioned about 11 o'clock till 11 o'clock. So what's the problem? You can share. You can ask the management also. Okay. Yes. Oh my God, that you should not discuss with me. You have to discuss with the management only. Yes. So just sort out this issue with the management. Okay. I hope every classes they are giving 3 hours only. Okay. Fine. So yeah. So you talk with the management and come back to me, okay? Now we'll see here. See, we'll discuss here ethical concerns and dilemmas in government and private institutions. Very, very interesting topic. The sixth and seventh. Yes, I understand. I too understand. I also suggested the same, but this. Oh, is it? Okay then. Okay then we'll also finish by 10:30. But yeah, we'll you inform the management. Okay, so 2.5 hours we'll give a classes for 2.5 hours. We'll make a class because the schedule has come as schedule has come as 3 hours for me. Okay, so I'll mention today I'll finish by 10:30, but I'll mention to the management the students are asking the same. Same you also report to the management, so they let them make a new schedule as for no till 10:30. Let them give the classes. Okay. Uh, okay, good. So now what happened? Classes are till 11. See, they are saying they are till 11 they are attending the classes. I don't know why they stopped till 10:30. It's okay, fine. You sort you otherwise you'll do one thing. We will today continue till 11 o'clock. I'll try to leave 10 minutes before or something. But you talk to the management and come with a solution for this problem. Okay, come with the solution. Till 10:30 you can ask to them, to the management, and then they'll make a new schedule for the classes. Okay, fine, good. Right. We'll leave in between that 10:30 to 11 o'clock. We'll leave for the first class, but in between you try to sort out. I'll also talk from my side. Okay. Good. So if you see here, ethical concerns and dilemmas. Yes, it's good only. I also understand because I was also a student one time. I also said the same thing, same opinion because you cannot sit at one place. I ideally for 3 hours long, and no human can do it. We are not robot. We cannot force ourselves. If we are forcing, then we are losing interest in the subject. Okay, good. So now ethical concerns and dilemmas in government and private institutions. This is a topic. So what is it? Here you will be learning about all that the so-called ethical dilemma. What is called ethical dilemma? What is called as conflict of interest? Okay, so there is so many teachers. If you're going in the market, if you've already taken the ethics classes, they will say ethical dilemma and conflict of interest are same. But there is a relationship between ethical dilemma and conflict of interest. All conflict of interest comes under ethical dilemma, but all ethical dilemma cannot be a conflict of interest. So simple. The relationship is like that. It goes like that. All conflict of interest problem comes is a part of ethical dilemma only, but all ethical dilemma is not a conflict of interest. Okay. So these and all you'll be coming across. Then what are the dilemmas you're going to face? What types of dilemma? Like our family is going to influence our decision, our ethical decision making in the official matters and all. How our friends, peer groups are influencing. All this you will see in the ethical concerns and dilemmas in government, and even our own desires, even our own desire for money, even our own need for money. How it is going to impact our official decision making and all. Then laws, rules, regulations, conscience, a source of ethical guidance. What is this? Laws, rules, regulations, and conscience, a source of ethical guidance. I already said the difference between law and ethics has to be properly known to us. So, as a polity student, you know that as a polity student, will definitely question me when we have law, why we need ethics? Law is there. As a IAS officer, you will have a law book, rule book in your hand. These are the rules you have to follow as an IAS officer. I already told colonial mentality is still continuing, still there, same from the colonial era, how we played, same way we are following now only. Only a little variation has happened, but not a reform. So major reform has not taken place. So what happens? Why then? Then we say that all law, okay, which are legally right, all things which are legally right cannot be morally right also. Sometimes they say legally it is right, but morally it is wrong for us to follow that rule. So that is why now they're saying break that bond and come out and think out of the box and give you answers. So laws and how rules are going to no guide you in taking some decision. But you cannot totally discard laws and rules. You cannot say no, I'm not going to obey laws and rules. My rule is different. Now I am an IAS officer. I will always remove all the buttons from the shirt. I will only button till here. I will take one kerchief tie here. I am like a don. I'll walk like this only. No, you have a proper ethic. You have a proper rule which you have to follow as an IAS officer, as an IPS officer. Right? You have to do certain things. Certain things has to be go as a rule only. Okay, regulation. Regulations are also, there is a difference between laws, rules, and regulations. This you will be studying when we come into this topic. I'll elaborate with the help of some diagrams for you. And conscience is very, very, very important. This one word is like a heart of your ethics because all your ethical decisions will flow out of your conscience only. The inner voice. Conscience is otherwise called as the inner voice. Have you ever heard that? So whenever you're talking, whenever you are seeing some no problem, whenever you're facing some problem, there is some voice which will talk inside you. Have you heard about have you ever no undergone that? Have you ever come across that type of situation? Some problem has occurred, then what happens? Your inner voice will speak to you. No, 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 never, never. Don't do this. It's wrong. Don't take this decision. So you know, even when you fall in love, automatically lot of voice will hear. Not a single voice. N number of voice will you will hear inside you. Uh, uh, one will from this direction they will talk. One from that direction. One from behind you. Oh, what are you doing? Huh? You should not take this decision. And also, this is called as conscience. Everybody is having your own conscience. Everybody is acting according to your conscience only. Although you are taking the opinion of others, although you're taking opinion, although you're taking guidance from your parents, although you're taking guidance from your teachers, although you're reading the religious books and you're taking some rules, although you're following a constitution as a citizen, always you're following your heart. Very rare people only they say, no, 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 I will never listen to my heart. I will just only attach to rules and regulation. Then I cannot say anything about you. Okay. Exceptional cases. Conscience, a source of ethical guidance. So all these things only is put under this topic. How they are going to help you in order to act ethically. How they are going to help you in order to act ethically. One. Sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. We have interrupted in between. So now what happens? Source of ethical guidance. Now come on to the next topic: accountability and ethical governance. What is this accountability? Everywhere people are accountable to the other people. So responsibility is different. It is from within, from you. It comes from, it flows from inside. That is called responsibility. And if you are saying to somebody, I am responsible for this, I am responsible for you. You try to tell to your brothers and all, no? Small brothers and all, I'll take responsible of. I'll take responsible of everything which is here. Don't worry. Don't panic that this problem has occurred. I am here for you. But accountability comes in a more formal manner, formal way, we can say that is called accountability. That is why our legislatures, citizens, they are accountable to the citizens. Citizens can get hold of them. If they are doing some wrongs, they can get hold of. Same way, executives, legislatures are getting hold of the executives accountable. No confidence motion is there. Okay. Huh? So like this,
discussion house is there. In the discussion house also they are taking accountability of the legislatures, like the executives. Okay, like this, everybody is accountable. Every organs is overwatching the other one. Even the court, Supreme Court, is getting hold of the legislatures. While making laws, they are checking whether this is no unconstitutional or not. If it is, they are not. They are nullifying that law. These things and all there. So accountability flows there, and that that will learn. So how many types of accountability is there? What are the types of accountability? How an IAS officer is accountable to his, particularly an officer is accountable to his superior also. Okay, at the same time to the political masters also. Okay, so he is responsible for everything which is under him. So he is also accountable to the superiors. Now, ethical governance. What is this? Good governance, you might have learned in your paper 2 itself, it comes. Good governance. Governance, first of all, governance. What is governance? Right? So this, if you see, governance is the way of governing people, simply to put. So what is this? What is called good governance? And why we are putting some word called as adjective called as good in front of governance? We can simply say governance. We are going to govern people. Since we have not governed people properly, they said, go and govern the people properly. That is called as good governance. Give all those things. Be transparent. Why are you hiding? Corruption is keep on increasing. If you are properly governing the people, why there is corruption? Why there is unwanted frauds which is happening? Why there is maladministration? Okay, we call it small offense, misfeasance. All the problems are occurring inside the citizen administration. When a citizen administration interaction is happening, lot number of fraudulent activities taking place. Why it is happening? Then when the government, what the government is doing, how it is governing the people. Put a word called good. Value the government. That is called good governance. The way you are governing the people in a very transparency, accountability, responsibility, all this comes there. You are responsible to the citizens. You are accountable to the citizens. You are transparent. The way you conduct your business should be in a transparent manner. Like this, you will be learning some 7 to 8 words. Openness. Okay. Citizen participation is also a type of governance only. Citizen participating in the government activity. So then what is this called as ethical governance? So we have learned good governance. Then what is EG? We are moving ahead, further ahead. That is called ethical governance. Okay. Previously we said we are sticking to some rules. We are going to offer the rules as such. As they said, we are going to conduct the business. But now we are saying we are going to conduct the business in an empathetic manner. That is called as ethical governance. Empathetically. According to the need of the people, not according to the need of the government. You go and stand inside the common man. You go and stand near the common man. You go and stand in the crowd of the common man. Think from his side. Give what he wants. Don't give what you have to give to him. Don't do it as a duty. That is what called as quality service delivery. That will be a topic in your 8th unit. I already told this 2 units is totally intermingled. Quality of service delivery. The way you are delivering the services to the people. Don't just simply deliver the service as if the paper man is throwing the paper. It is his duty. No, he got money. He is just throwing the paper daily as a duty he is doing and going. It's not a duty. That is why they said not a good governance. It's ethical governance. Even good governance you can do as a duty. As a duty you are doing. I'm going to give proper governance for the citizens. But ethical governance, I am going to give the same service from my heart to the people. I am one of them. That is why you can see in most of the nowadays, what they do is that most of your seniors, I can tell you seniors, now you are also going to become an IAS or IPS officer. What happens? You see, have you seen this? Have you seen this or have you read about this? What they do is that they just get down from the office, walk into the district, walk into a village. IAS officer went to door to door. Is he doing any political campaign? No. He is going door to door in order to interact with the people. He go inside the house. Once he go and visit the house, only he knows what the person is having inside the house, what the person need. Oh, this village does not have electricity at all. My God, even My dog room has electricity, but this people does not have electricity. They don't have water, drinking water. They don't have proper sanitation. You go and sit, go and mingle with the people. Then only you understand their problem. Then only you learn what they have, where they don't have, what you have to give to them. When your higher officials, when your political masters are saying that, lay road, then you say, sir, road is not necessary. The most important need is now water for them. They don't have water. Give them water. If you're not able to provide good water, put a desalination plant. They are nearby coastal area. We can put a desalination plant. Let them drink. Let us take the sea water, desalinate, give to the people. This is how you are to act. This is called ethical governance. According to the need of the people, you are going to serve people from the heart empathetically. Moving from governance to good governance to ethical governance is now the need of the heart. Okay, then you move to the next topic, strengthening of ethical and moral values in governance. How we are going to strengthen the moral values in governance, that is simply called as ethical governance. Moral values like integrity. When you are giving service to the people, you have to be first of all follow all the value system which we have mentioned in Nolan committee has mentioned 7 types of values. UPSC, an IAS officer, that is an administrative officer, has to follow. When he is in a service, he has to follow 7 types of value systems. Okay, so that has to be properly inculcated inside you as well as in your work. Then automatically ethical governance starts blooming in your district. Right? That's why I told you, your seniors, have you seen many? I don't like to mention the name here, but many of them, what they do is that they go and walk in the street. You might have seen in the clips also, in TV also, media also, they have shown. They will go from walk in the street in the village. They go and interact with the women and men in that particular house. They go sometimes take meals also inside. They go and sit in the floor. They eat along with them. Then they come to know how the rice is, the quality of the rice they get in the PDS. You can understand where they are living, what type of house they are residing, thatched roof houses. What is the problem? Children, what are the problems the children are facing in that house? What are the problems the elderly are facing in that house? What are the problems the women is facing in the house? Because there is no toilet. Sanitation, very poor sanitation. Truly, there are some IAS officers who are doing their best. Okay. Right? So this and all, that is why we are saying as ethical governance, both are connected. Ethical issues in international relation, very, very interesting topic, because as you have to interact with the, not only inside India, outside also, you can bring some comparisons also. If you are studying all these things, then you will understand the world. You can take some examples from the outside, from the international level. You can just put inside. Okay, you can just use it for your development of your own district. You can study, okay, in Peru, they have followed this type of model in order to overcome this problem. I will implement it here in my district. Okay, in Norway, they have introduced this type of solution for this type of problem which they face. Let me introduce it inside my district and check it. Okay, smart city. This all came like that only, na? It does not come directly from the head like this. Somewhere they have studied, comparatively they have learned something. They have rebuilt it according to our own needs, according to our own situation, according to our own geographical condition as given to him. So that is why ethical issues in international relations also helps you, because like, terrorism is there. War is happening. Then civil, I'm saying. So terrorism related issues. Then even trade, a lot of problems you're facing in trade, a lot of ethical issues. Money laundering is happening. All these are ethical problems only, ethical issues which is happening in the international arena, which is connected with the 2 or more countries. Okay, genocides. Chemical war. Now the next stage, we are moving to the next level, advanced level. Nuclear and all. What is nuclear? What chemical? Bio war. Okay, very, very, very fearful to hear that. So all this we'll be discussing in ethical issues, and even migrant issues, migrant diaspora, which we have. Diaspora is a separate topic for you in your paper too. At the same time, it's also connected with your ethical issues which are faced by this diasporic people in various countries they are residing. What are the traumatic issues they are facing? They are going for job to various countries. What are the problems there? Ethical problems they are facing there. Slavery related problem. Okay, all this we'll be studying in the ethical issues in international relations and funding particularly. So when a country is getting fund from the banks, that is international bank, or from the other country, what are the condition it is coming following along with the fund? All of you know that LPG itself came as a condition only. When you are borrowing money from World Bank, LPG came as a conditional funding. It is called as conditional funding. It's a keyword. When you're writing your economic classes, or when you're writing international relations, or when you're writing paper 2, anything which is related to your international thing and all, so you have to mention conditional funding is a topic. So conditionally, they are giving some conditions that you have to follow all these conditions. If you, then only I can give money for you. Same way World Bank said that previously India did not open its gate to the outside people, outside country. MNCs cannot come inside India. Only Indian players are there, and government was taking care of the sectors. N number of sectors was in the hand of government. That is why they always call this as license Raj government. Previously, prior to LPG, our government was always criticized as license Raj government. Anything you have to go and stand to the you have to go and get permission from the government. N number of permission here, there, this easy. There is no easy flow business at all. Nobody is interested to do business because you have to check with n number of people, lot number of signatures, lot number of pending files. Okay, red tapism in the government, already you know that red tapism, delay in making decisions. So if a person is planning to start a business in 2019, definitely you will start in 2029. Okay, that how long, that long you have to wait in order to get approvals only. Go to that bench, this bench, that bench. Each and everyone will direct you to different directions. So this and all the problem which we faced. And when World Bank gave money, they told conditional funding. If you are ready, I am ready to give money. Open your market. Why are you closing your gates? Open your gates. Let the outside people come inside. Globalize India. Globalization. Privatization. Give more sectors to the private people. Why you government holding everything? And you're not performing well also. There is no choice. What are the problems you face? If a government is holding certain sector, you don't have any choice, first of all, right? Am I right? Work culture is totally different. Quality of service delivery is totally different. Transparency is not at all there. Even now, we cannot say that it is completely transparent. Information sharing, no, nothing you can ask. Okay, utilization of public funds, where it goes, nobody knows. All the problems was there. Then they said open everything. Open, the open means everything open, transparent. Be transparent to the citizen, be transparent to the private players. Open the gate to the private players, open the gate to the outside MNCs. Only when MNCs comes, the quality of the product will get improved. Because until then, the people will get make nexus within themselves. They don't give proper quality product to the people. Only when MNC comes and gives something in a very quality manner. But there are also negatives in that. I cannot say totally it is positive manner. Because of that, our Indian people are also getting affected. Our agriculture farmers are getting totally affected. But in some way, they are also getting benefit also. So this is how they said. So where were we? So like that is the ethical is international relations. You will have to study all these things. Funding. What are the ethical issues you are facing when you are getting a fund and all? Then corporate governance. What is corporate governance? It's also very equally interesting for you. So all the types of scams, all types of committees, as one of your friend also mentioned, Harshad Mehta, like, all those committees which was formed also we'll be studying. What are the cases? What are the frauds which so far Satyam scam happened? Okay, PNB scam, Nirav Modi case, all the scams which has happened and how well the corporates are managing their governance. Corporate also should give good governance to the people. They also should CSR funding. So this and all we will be studying in the corporate government. What is CSR funding? What is CSR? Corporate social responsibility. How well a corporate is socially responsible. What are service the corporate is going to offer to the people? Previously, what people was very fearful. Oh, my life has to be secure. What I will do if the company is giving anything I will accept it, because you are in a you're in a danger zone. You think you are in a danger zone. You have to run a family. Whatever that is, have you ever noticed that is how the people bargain, negotiate with the other people? They study the mind of the people. They think and they understand that now this person is in need of money. Whatever condition I say, he will try to accept it. Same way, corporates also played the same game. They thought whatever we are giving, the people don't have any choice. They have to accept it. And only I can make him work 12 hours a day. And I can give this much money, you will accept it. But after that, once private players started increasing in the market, once the MNC started coming inside the market, the work culture started improved. The work culture, the people started understanding about the work. Oh, this and all is there. Okay, in foreign, if you see in outside in the international level, you see there are certain countries which give so much benefit to the employees who's working in the company. Then why not in India? Why we should work in such a culture? Our work culture has to improve. Our work culture has to be very more friendly, sociable manner. Okay, so why I have to be no always why I have to work in such a way that like a very strict position. Why 12 hours a day? Make it short. Okay, just now people are very much advanced. They're going to take part-time jobs. They take only 3 hours I work here, another 4 hours I go and work there according to my own interest and my timing. I allot times accordingly, and I will manage my time accordingly. And my work's also very interesting. Why I have to sit in this board job starting from early morning to evening? I'll make myself interesting. So there are a lot of choices now for the people to follow. Okay. So what happens now? That is called as corporate governance. So they said corporate, apart from giving the proper only job, now they also to take care of the welfare of the employees also. That is through the CSR fund. You have to take care of the welfare. You have to build houses for them. You have to provide the basic needs for them. You have to provide all the social security needs for them. This and all you have to be taken care of you as a corporate, because the employee is working for you. Then you have to give certain things for your employee. Sharing. Next, some last unit is called as probity in governance. The all moral values, what do you say, which you follow in governance is called probity in governance. Then what is concept of public service? Here they're saying what is called public service. Okay, the way you're going to serve the people, that is called public service. So the concept of public service will be well explained in this topic. All the other topics are connected with the public service one. You see, information sharing and transparency. Okay, that is called as good governance. That is called ethical governance. The proper information sharing. The people has to be known about the functioning of the government. What are the things which is available in the government? First of all, if you have you seen here, we people are there. We doesn't know properly about the government schemes. What are schemes properly? What types of schemes are available in the government? Even then, we also doesn't know, right? Even we doesn't know. As educated people, we doesn't know. Then what about the people who are uneducated, who are farmers? They doesn't know what policy they are forming for them. They are saying the government is saying I am forming this much policies are there for the farmers. They can claim money through this. They can claim money that a common man doesn't understand what is there here. Then what is the need? What is the use you're forming so much policy? First of all, make them aware of everything which is there, which you already have, and which is already there, cornered, without any usage. It is there lying down as a paper. In paper only it is there. It is not made into use. It doesn't know what it is. Make them understand, first of all. Okay, so information sharing. Share the information. That is only, Right to Information Act was also. Right Information Act came. Now you can claim the information from the government. You have to. That is why Information Commission is there. You can ask them. You provide me this information. I need details for this information, except certain cases. Except certain information should not be shared regarding the security of the country. This can be done. Okay. So information sharing and transparency. and transparency. So how transparent, how well you're transparent, how the government is running the business in a transparent manner is makes the government as a good government. So that is called information sharing and transparency in the government. This is the first point you have to keep in mind when you are following a good governance. And right to information. Already said, right to information is now passed as an act since 2005, and now right to information is also properly trying to properly getting implemented. Then and there are certain loopholes. Everywhere we have those loopholes, but we have to try to understand that and reform it, and then again rework into it, and again pass it as a different act, and then even last year also they've asked a question like secret act, whether it's affecting the right to information act or not. This type of question was appeared in UPSC also. Okay, so right to information is always a very hard topic which you have to read. Then and there the questions will appear. Even in paper 2 you will get question, or else in your ethics paper the question appears. Last time this was discussed in the current affairs. Right information, the Privacy Act, Secret Act. Okay, Secret Act, how it is going to impact the Right Information Act was properly discussed in various newspapers, especially in Hindu newspaper. It appeared in 2 to 3 units. So, right to information. Then, code of ethics, code of conduct. These are the next 2 topics. What is code of ethics, code of conduct? As code of ethics has already been formed, code of ethics. Do you have code of ethics? Anyone? For very long time, I am only talking. And my voice has now become a noise for me. Now you people have to talk to me. Okay? Code of ethics. Is there any code of ethics? Anyone? Have you read? Yeah. Okay. Palasha said no. Good. There is no code of ethics so far. There is a discussion going on. Yeah, it's like a principles one. Already code of conduct is there. Code of conduct has a certain ethical principles inside it, but there is no separate code of ethics. But now we are talking that there should be some code of ethics. Good. There is code of conduct, but not ethics. There is no code of ethics. So far it is not there, but there is a lot of suggestions given by a lot of committees that you have to bring code of ethics like code of conduct. Code of ethics also should be brought as a separate code in order to reduce corruption level, in order to make people serve. In order to make administrators serve people. So code of ethics has to be brought as separate topic, but it is not so far done. Code of conduct is there, that you will learn once when you go into this topic. Code of conduct I will give you. Very important quotes I will share here. Rest I will forward for you. Okay. In citizen charter, as you know, the way you serve the citizen, when you go, the way you avail the benefit, the way you avail the service from a particular department, that is called citizen charter. This is all you'll be studying. Who gave the citizen charter? How it was introduced? Okay. Then John Major was responsible for introducing citizen charter. Okay. Then when we borrowed in India, what are the conferences? Which it evolved? How citizen charter came into play? Okay. So this and all you'll be studying in the citizen charter topic, and it's also a way of giving. It's a part of good governance. Citizen charter, you can say, it's giving some. Confidence for the people that if you enter into an office, that these are the things the office has to give to the people. So that will be mentioned in the citizen charter. Who is responsible for taking care of this type of problem? If certain problem occurred, whom you have to contact? All this will be mentioned in the citizen charter for you. Okay. What are the services particular department is doing? Even in the postal department, if you say you can open a bank account in postal department, but how many of you know that you can open a bank account in postal department and so on? So even parcel delivery will be done by postal department. How many of you know that? This all has to be mentioned there. So this is all called as citizen charters. There is a delivery done by what are the services offered by the particular department, how they are going to serve the people, what are the timing, you have to contact this department. What are the documents you have to bring when you are going to meet a particular officers? When you want to avail a particular service, what are the documents you required? All this will be, yes. Oh, SEMA has given certain ethics, code of ethics of integrity, objectivity, profession. As I told, na, code of conduct itself carrying all these words. Even Nolan Committee of UK has also mentioned all these as ethics, but it is not mentioned properly. As it is not framed as a code of ethics. It is just a part of code of conduct only, and it is also mentioned by certain committees, but not as a proper code. So far, it does not get evolved, right? And what is work culture? Work culture, the way you work, the place, the how you are going to work, how all are connected. Work culture, quality of service delivery, utilization of public fund, all are interconnected only. Because as I already told, the way administrator is being, the way administrator is providing certain service to the people, the how the people is also getting work, no administrative office, how they are working inside that, what type of work atmosphere is prevailing there. All this comes under the work culture. And quality of service delivery is nothing but we already told that how well a service is delivered to the citizens. Okay, how well you're going to offer certain service to the citizens. As an administrative officer, you are responsible for your development of the district. Okay, what type of services you are going to deliver? I already told you, empathetically way you have to serve your people. You have to give what the people need and not what the people, what you have to give to them. As a duty, you should not do it. You should do it with entire heart so that the quality products will be delivered to the people. Actually, we also was mentioning about that girl who died of hunger due to some maladministration only because of the PDS problem. What type of quality you have done? What type of quality you're giving? What type of service you are giving? Is there any quality in your service? No. You are just giving, you are just serving the people. You're not serving in a quality manner. Okay, then utilization of public fund. Utilization of public fund. How well you are going to utilize the fund which is no, because the fund which is there with the government, lying with the government, is a public fund only. The tax money of the people. You have to use this fund in a proper, appropriate way in order to deliver the service to the people. Not for any other purpose, not for the own development of yourself. It should be used for the development of the people only. So this and all you'll be studying is a very interesting topic. Once when we go into the topic, we will see challenges of corruption. This is very, 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 very important. So what are the challenges you're facing here? What is corruption, first of all? What are the ways of corruption? I already told, Kautalya has mentioned 40 ways of corrupting. Same way here, there are like many types of corruptions, many way of corruptions we can say. Okay, even nepotism is also a form of corruption only. Favoritism, nepotism, right? Theft, not only theft is corruption. Various way, using your position in order to even gratification. Okay, like we can say when we are discussing about white, it's called as white collar crimes. Okay, which occurs in the corporate governance also, which occurs in the administration also. So white collar crime only. Various forms of corruptions are already existing. We'll always discuss about all those things and how well we are going to take further. What are the challenges we are facing? Right, like nexus between the politician and bureaucrat, how we have to overcome all these things, and then so all this will be discussed here in the challenges of corruption. Case studies on above issues, nothing but connecting all the topic 1 to topic 7. Okay, your case studies will be there. Yeah. Yes, I'll discuss that, Abhishek. So starting from topic 1 to topic 7, each and every unit, there is interlinking. So never think that, okay, I will study unit 1 and 2 units, rest I'll leave, I'll only attend the case study, not like that. It's very simple. I already told you, I made it very simple for you. Will never get bored. You need not follow. That is why some of your friends has asked which book we should refer. From my angle, please don't try to refer any book. But if you feel that I have to refer a book, all the other book which is in the market is not a book. It's a guide. Just refer Subba Rao book. It's all guide only. I cannot say it's a book. Foreign authors' books are always best because they write a book. There is no plagiarism. But if you go for a book, most of all, what we say is we cannot call it as a book at all because it's just. Thank you, Shelu. It's just a copy of a book, copy from the book, taking from various books and putting as a book. If you want to follow, you can follow two things. One is ignore. Okay. It's nothing but lexicon. IGNOU notes, IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. That notes was totally printed as a book called as lexicon. Right? Then it's not a book. That's why I told it's not a book. It's a material. All those which is available in the market is not a book. It's a material only. Again, if you want some other thing, also refer Subba Rao for ethics. Just if you want, there are some people that feel, oh, I have not taken any book for this subject. What I'll do? Here, for that I'm saying these two things. Buy it, keep it near you, but need not refer because our books I have taken all the materials from the foreign authors as well as the Indian version of ethics has been come and given us a notes for you. So need not worry at all. Just follow our notes. If you feel you want to read more, I want to read more, it's a better thing. Subba Rao, you will not understand certain things at all in Subba Rao. Okay, it will be in Greek and Latin for you. Why he has mentioned this in here, you don't understand that. IGNOU is just simple. It's simple way. If you want to read ethics simply after our classes, then you can follow IGNOU material. It's like IGNOU is nothing but in lexicon they have given only IGNOU material. Okay. Yes. And ma'am, what should be the plan for study ethics along with the class? Just we have seen. You just go and revise in the home. That's it. That's enough. I will give everything here. I will also send a material for you. You just remember, you just again read it again and understand it. Practice questions. That is much important. Answer writing practice is very important. I should proudly say that your seniors, it's a very small batch, previous batch of your career launcher. Out of some 8 students who keep on interacting with me, 6 students answer. No, first one boy is perfect. He's initially only got what I'm coming to tell. He got it. Then he wrote in a very extraordinary manner. But the rest of your seniors, rest of 7 students' answers started improving slowly. They improved. And once the class got over, they were very much perfect. I never expected this person will turn to this much level, extreme. So extreme improvement in their answer writing practice. Because slowly they try to pick up what we are telling in the classes. At the same time, they try to improve. Okay, that is very much important, right? In order to follow our classes. Yes, Rahul, you asked. No, before that, I have to answer. What should be the plan? Okay, ma'am, what should be the plan for studying ethics along with the collection of definition in name of ethic? Yes. Pavitra, she has defined book, ethics book. She has defined ethics book. So we can just depend on our classes without reading it. Yeah, you can depend on the class because this has every important things which has taken from the foreign authors books as well as the Indian version books which is available, the name of books which is available there. That also I have given. So need not panic at all. And most importantly, our class has one unique feature that is called as current affairs updation. Because take a old question paper, you go through the old question paper, most of all the question, theoretical question as well as the case study. I already told case studies appearing from the administrative, day-to-day administrative problems which you faces. From that only the case studies will be given. Regarding the theoretical paper, if you see, even the theoretical question, they are mentioning illustrate with the examples. Explain this, elaborate with certain examples. Explain with examples. Illustrate. Illustrate means examples only. You have to give examples. Where will you give examples? From the where you will give examples? From the paper, newspaper. When you are reading, you will come across certain news. This happened in this district. This problem has happened. This type of law and order has happened, and this officer has solved this problem in this manner. That and all you will come across when you are reading newspapers. So that will be there in our class notes. Okay, you need not worry about it at all. For mentioning all those examples, you can use our class notes. That is why I already told our class notes is outstanding than others. I will send us a soft copy as a presentation. It will be here. I will also dictate certain small things. I'll dictate, not too much, but I'm trying to avoid that also because dictation, I too hate it. Role of ethics is there is no direct role we can say exhibited outside, but it helps you when you have read ethics. Okay, yeah. When you have read ethics, when you are started studying ethics, automatically you becomes a totally different person, not from the one you are now. You totally change yourself because many of my students. Okay. So he has done downloading the lexicon, ignore lexicon. And so what happens? Most of the students, what they say is that, ma'am, when we have started the classes, we are totally a different person. Now we have totally completely changed ourselves. We don't know what is the reason, but totally the ways we solve the problem has everything changed. So this is nothing but a personality development. We call it as a personality development. So we are developing our personality to the next level. Okay, so it's a key to success, right? So since we are also conducting our personality development classes here, so we know how to train the students in order to completely change it, give totally a different outlook in order to yes. No, Seema, it's not by ignore material was no printed there, lexicon book. It's called as book. Previously people doesn't know that, they thought it is written, but it's nothing but the they have taken from the ignore material and has published it was made as a book. Okay. Yeah, so what link you required, Abhishek? I doesn't get it. Yes. Okay, Shima, that's it. Okay, fine. So today we will stop here. So whatever doubts, I hope you know my number. If not, you can note it here. You have further, if you have any doubts, you can contact me 8076358666. So this is my number. Okay, you can note it, keep it by your side. If you have written any answer, you can forward in whenever I'm giving questions here, you can write the answers, forward it to me through the WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow we will discuss the old question paper. Okay, we'll discuss about the old question papers. You can also bring along with you. We'll see how UPSC, what type of pattern UPSC is following tomorrow. Okay. So do not worry. Then we'll start our regular classes. Right. And if you want 2.5 hours class, please contact the management and let me know also. Right. Yeah, from 2030, not each and every question. We'll take some examples from each and every question paper and then discuss. Right. Strategy. We will discuss some strategy. We'll put like that, not old question paper. We'll discuss some strategy for how to prepare for your ethics paper. Okay. Thank you so much. 3 hours class. That's why I already told. Except Praveen sir. Fine. You can also, if you want, because ethics is a totally a little different subject, but no, it will not be like this. I am also promising you, ethics will be very much interesting than each and every subject you have so far crossed. Because when we enter into our subject area, we will always see some lively examples. We'll see some stories. So it will be very interesting for you. Yeah, it will be more interacting also, interesting also. So don't worry. And if you feel very tired, okay. So this is my in the contact number. You can see here now. I have given my number. See here, 8076358668 is my number. I have written it for you. I think you can see the slide also. Okay. So, Suman, it's there. Please see the slide. I've done it. So what you can do is that you can, so it is very easy for you to sit for 3 hours. Even though you're not able to, then you can ask the management for that and let me also know about it. Okay. Yeah, good. So thank you everyone for patiently listening to all our discussions about the syllabus. Today we have introduced our ethics subject in the class. Tomorrow we'll see the strategy. So until then, take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye.